good afternoon, Trojan fans, and welcome out to Alexandria Senior High School. Boy, couldn't start a season without a fumble, could we? Out to JL Butch Stoker Stadium here on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, and we are going to be bringing you ASH Trojan Football all season long. This is, of course, week one. Jamboree in the books, scrimmage in the books. Time to get this thing started. Something special about game day. I know jamborees are cool. I know scrimmagers are great. But game day is game day. And we couldn't get a thing going until I brought my broadcast partner in. Year number 3 that he's in the booth with me. Nick Magnano joins us up here. Nick, welcome aboard.
It's great to be back, Doug. 91 degrees. Says it's sunny. We have a little cloud cover coming in. Feels like 100. Humidity's 55%. Got a south-southeast wind at 5 miles an hour, so shouldn't affect much of the game tonight. These guys are ready for this and looking forward to the game. Look,
everybody that we talked to is just excited. We had such a great time out at the show last night. It was full. The inside, the outside is there, and we'll talk more about that later. Of course, one of the things that we want to let you know about is that we will be broadcasting all season long, home and away, from the Trios press box. We appreciate the folks at Trios. If you're looking for that special meal, just a good time, head on out to Trios. They are on Versailles Boulevard, and I guarantee you, you won't be disappointed. Proud Ash family, their daughters on the Troy Dolls. Matter of fact, they had a Troy Doll tailgate party going on in their place just this afternoon around 4:30. So we will be broadcasting all season long from the Trios press box. One thing that happens in the press box, Nick, is pregame meal. Had a different one this year. New sponsor. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Sin-Law Grill and Chill. It's a new location they have. They're brick and mortar now on Jackson Street Extension here, not far from here. They're going to have the game on the TV tonight, and just a great barbecue, great place, great family. They live in South Central L.A., better known as Woodworth. They're one of our neighbors.
You had to get, oh, goodness gracious.
No, the Lamb family, as a matter of fact, Matthew Magnano's helping us this year, and he approved the beans. So very, very good there. Barbecue beans. The brisket's great. The pulled pork sandwiches, the burger is very good. Haven't had the mac and cheese since I've been on my diet, but I know you and Tutti say that the mac and cheese is very good. So, yeah, just great to have them along. We miss our family friends, the mesh from last year, but they graduated, but
we make new friends.
That's right. That's right.
You don't reload, you don't rebuild, you just reload.
That's right.
So that's what we did.
Right.
One thing to keep an eye on: next week's game is Thursday night.
Yes.
Friday night over at Sin-Law Grill and Chill, they've got Sound of Change coming in. They've got live music over there, so make sure you ease over there and check out some of that. Enough about food. We've got all of that taken care of. It is Alexandria. It is West Feliciana getting ready to do business tonight. And, Nick, this was a big one last year. We traveled down to St. Francisville. That was the chair stand game. It was a lot of fun in that one. What do you see out of Westfell tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm grateful that I'm not standing in a chair like last year, but just an athletic ball club, very very disciplined this year. New coach, and he's done a great job with them between the scrimmage and the jamboree.
Yeah, Coach Terry Miner, who also coaches the quarterbacks, and they've got a pretty good one.
Yeah, and he was at Westfell with the Catholic coach. The new Catholic coach. He went over with a new Catholic coach and learned some things there, and just a real good coaching tree that he has, and a good staff. But their number 4 is their starting quarterback. He's an athlete, Davis Dedrick, and his thing is they have him on athlete, which I'm not going to give my keys to the game away, but they have him labeled as an athlete because he's very, very athletic back there, throws the ball, runs the ball real well. Also, they have a quarterback in Brooks Hebert that's a sophomore that comes in as well. He's more of a passing quarterback, but no, just a good heritage from down there, and good program.
Just a reminder that we are brought to you all season long by the Kubota Dealers of Louisiana. We appreciate the Kubota Dealers of Louisiana getting on board. You'll see some new sponsors throughout the night. A lot of folks are helping to bring you ASH Trojan Football. One of those that is back with us this year, Nick, is Louisiana Athletic Club. They are proud sponsors of our Keys to the Game. But not yet. We're going to hit a break before we get to that, and then we'll come back with those keys to the game. It is just about 25 minutes until kickoff. You see that on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. You'll be able to keep up with out-of-town games in our family. We've got 6 games going on tonight on our network. Jump on the Roku channel. Look for the 446 Sports app. You can watch it there. You can watch it on YouTube. It's a battle on Facebook, but you can find it one way or another, so make sure you do that. Don't go anywhere. We will be back. This is ASH Trojan Football 2025 on 446 Sports.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hall. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hall at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
There you heard from our friends at Walk-Ons, and we will be there next week on Wednesday night. A little bit of a programming change because the game, we said, is Thursday night. One of those sponsors that we are delighted to have, Louisiana Athletic Club. They've got 2 locations, one inside the, I guess, the facility over there on the campus of LCU, and then one across from, I guess, Fads and Frames in Alexandria. So 2 locations, and Monday morning, we're starting our workout plan. I say our, not you and me, but me and me.
Okay.
And my fear of working out. We're going to be there. You'll be able to follow the transformation and see what Louisiana Athletic Club can do for you. But the question is, what can Nick do with the Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game? Hold on, he's reminded me of this, so let's do that for you. That didn't work out at all like I thought it was going to. So I tell you what, hang on, let me get that out of there. Boy, I'm telling you, it's did I tell you it was pregame time?
Yep, we got a button to push.
Yeah, we've got to put so here we go. Watch this now. Let's do this. Zoom. Pow! How about that? The Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game. Nick, take it away.
Yeah, number one, getting on the offense, pass protection for Carson. They will bring pressure from all over, and they were doing a lot of film work this week, and they were doing, slanting this way, slanting that way. So, it's going to be key to keep the pressure off of them. Like I said, they'll bring pressure from the sides, the edges. They'll bring pressure up the middle. So it's going to be key for our offense to make sure we protect him. And, of course, the best way to protect your quarterback is a good running game. And I expect the Trojans to do well tonight in that category as well. But on offense, I want to focus on the pass protection. Number 2, Doug, defense. Contain number 4. He's labeled athlete on the roster for a reason. He can throw the ball. He can run. They have 3 scat backs that are really, really dangerous, but he will keep it. And you also have to contain him, because if if you allow him to get out, he's a lot like Pop from last year at Evangel. He'll run for 10, 15, 20, 30 yards. So contain on defense. We need to contain.
Davis is who you talk about there, number 4. You'll hear us talk about Davis a lot. He and Dustin there, number 3 and 4 respectively. But Dedrick Davis there, number 4, the senior athlete, Nick. So there you go.
All right. So we talked on the show last night. Our third one, and this is kind of season, but also tonight is we're going to replace graduating talent. Here we reload.
Yeah.
At ASH, they reload, and something that Jay Johnson says a lot, okay? He says, the thing is when talent becomes usable skill, okay?
Ooh.
And we know that this roster's talented.
Loaded with talent.
This roster is loaded with talent.
Right.
Will it become usable skill tonight or this season? Doug, we are replacing, okay, over 3,000 yards.
3,000 yards
in the
total
backfield.
offense. That's correct.
In the backfield.
That's right.
That's your rushing.
Yeah.
Okay. We're replacing 1,500 yards in receiving. Okay.
Right.
We have 3 receivers that caught passes last year.
And two of them are on college rosters as well.
Yeah,
so.
Jimmy Duncan, Darius Washington, both on college rosters. Alex Fontenot is the leading returner coming back from last year in the receptions.
Right.
29 receptions, 492 yards. The next 2, okay, Hayden Burford, who has a new number 13 this year. 2 receptions last year, 15 yards.
But you heard a lot about him catching those pooch kicks.
Right, that's
and that's where, that's what was really so cool about that.
KJ Ray, new number this year, number 12.
Yep.
Okay. 1 reception last year for 10 yards.
1.
Okay. So you're looking at 33 receptions returning from last year. Jimmy had 35 alone. Darius had 57.
Jimmy's at Northwestern. Darius is returning punts and is a backup wide receiver for Louisiana Christian University. So there you go.
13 returning carries from Le'Veon Mays. Okay. He's playing receiver now.
Right.
Okay. On rushes. Okay. Noble Williams, 10 carries last year for 112 yards. Okay. So you're returning, and then Carson, is back as a quarterback. He had 11 carries. Okay. So you're returning 23 carries. Okay, from last year from the backfield.
23 carries.
23, not counting Carson's 11, so, 34 total. Okay, and you're looking at 144 yards returning from last year.
And how many were going? 4,500?
Yes. 3,500.
3 in the backfield and 15 receiving.
Oh, yes, total,
4,500.
yes. But as far as rushing, it was 3,500 rushing that you're replacing. Okay. Carson's back as a quarterback. Okay. He was 108 for 165, 1,713 yards total, 65% completion rate, 27 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Now, the key that's just completely crazy, okay, 4 turnovers last year. We did not have running back or receiver fumble a ball. Last year we had 4
and we didn't have an interception
interceptions
until late in the season
That's
as
right.
well.
We had Carson had 3. Max, who's no longer with us, had 1. 4
also,
offensive turnovers last year.
These quarterbacks stayed upright too.
Yes.
The sacks were not happening as well. So good-looking keys to the game right off the bat. We'll check in with how that goes.
I told Coach Bachman.
Right.
I've got it saved on my computer, but I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it's crumbled
gone.
up. That was last year. We're on to 2025.
So here's what I'm wondering. That was a dramatic moment. We needed you up in the chair, Pat McAfee style.
Yeah, well,
and this one doesn't spin around or anything like that.
Let me tell you, that's about as much energy as you gotta get out of me for this part.
Well, there you have our Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game. Make sure that you stick around and follow the progress as we start our workouts Monday morning over there. And goodness gracious, I asked him if that involved going by the Subway or the pizza place on these. You got to get that out of your mind. And so out of our mind it is. Going to be a tremendous season. Shout out to our man Kel Bonton.
Yes.
Those folks that saw the road to the dome that he did. Just what a great documentary regarding the Trojan season last year that ended with that trip to the Superdome. Trojans are hungry to get back, and you can see them on your screen just getting wound up and ready to go. They love this crowd that is here, love the crowd that made it out last night. Community is alive here. But it'll end in just a minute when that coin toss goes up. And what is Coach Mercer looking for out of people?
You're talking about
what's the new phrase that you learned last night that he's looking for?
Contact courage.
That's right. We'll talk about that in just a little bit more when we come back. We're going to take our final timeout of the pregame show. Again, I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. We will be back right after this.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Take it from a real firefighter. You gotta come and try this new French dip sub.
We are back live high above J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium, broadcasting to you live from the Trios Press Box. Trios on Versailles. Check out their brand new menu. They've got a new menu, they've got a new dessert menu, and they've got a new cocktail menu. So make sure that you go by there and you tell the folks at Trios you heard about it on 446 Sports.
Tell them where Trios is at.
Trios is on Versailles Boulevard. That's absolutely right. So if you're coming down from the Coliseum, it's on your right. If you're coming back down from ASH on Versailles, it's on your left in that second little shopping center that's down there. Once you see it, you'll know it and you'll love it. It's the end cap that's on there. Matter of fact, every Friday last year, they lunch there.
Yeah, you and Miss Gann, so you had a good time when she gets off work. So, yeah, very good place to eat, and we appreciate them.
And she's not superstitious, but she reminds you that, hey, ain't we going to Trios? Like, okay. So, anyway, yeah, it's the Trios Press Box we're broadcasting from. Nick.
We become creatures of habit, Doug. That's what we'll call it, creatures of habit.
Yes, indeed we are. So, something that is new that's not a creature of habit, I guess, are two new running backs. What is a creature habit is the success running backs have had coming through. You go back, Jarvis Newton was in practice a couple of days ago that's on there. JT Lindsey, everybody knows his success down there with the Tigers this year. Michael Orfe that is in there. Dayton Cunningham, who is a starting running back for LCU right now. And these two young men that are on there, no relation, Noble and Kaysen Williams, this just in. They're really good.
They are. They're very good. Sophomore running backs, big kids. And just, tough runners. And we were listening to Coach Bachman last night, and he just talked about the character that those two have as well. So looking forward to those two. So they're going to be on the one name. They're going to be one name because you can't say Williams. If you say Williams,
that's right. Williams has it. Williams has it. Right. Williams has it. I mean, you'd look like you'd have 50 carries between them.
Williams squared, huh?
So Noble is number 4. Kaysen is number 3. Kaysen, we've seen him catch the ball out of the backfield. Noble, we've seen him catch the ball out of the backfield. They finish the run. They don't go down on the first tackle. And we talked about it last year, what Vaughn and JT did. They get yards after contact as a runner. You hear about it for receivers, but you get it as a running back.
You know, Doug, whenever you hear a coach talk about kids, about, athletes, about their players, the look on their face says a lot.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys are watching tonight. You're going to realize what kind of look Coach Bachman had on his face when he was talking about those two young men. It was he's really excited about them.
He has that smile like he does when he's getting that chicken with the grits and and all that. What is that? The lemon butter chicken? Yeah, at walk-ons on a Thursday night. He absolutely loves that. We are in for a big one tonight. Coach Bachman starting his 11th season here. Two trips to play for a state championship. It's not one of those. Of course, you remember back in 2020, the first year that they went to the Dome, they didn't get to go to the Dome. That was the COVID year and ended up at Northwestern. And then last year, you all know the remarkable season. But Nick threw it away. We're going to throw it away. You see some other guys that are making differences. De La Cerda at center is another one that's anchoring that line. Saw a lot from him last year. Didn't pan out like he has in the offseason and into this year.
Yeah, you got 3 new offensive linemen. You got De La Cerda starting at center. You're going to have, gosh, I had it in my head. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Jaden Clemens.
Yes.
Okay, is going to be your right guard. And then Rivette.
Yeah.
We called her Rivette the first year I was here. Now we have Carter Rivette, who's a sophomore, going to be your starting left tackle. So across the board, you're going to have Rivette left tackle. You're going to have Aiden Price, who was your left guard. You're going to have De La Cerda center. You're going to have Clemens in your right guard. And then you're going to have old Pete Lofton.
Pete Lofton,
number 50 on the right tackle.
Goodness gracious. What a great offensive line. You talk about Rivette at that left tackle spot. We all know the work that his brother Hunter did.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that. Carter's ahead of the pace on that. He's already winning state titles in the discus. He's doing big things on there. And the size, expecting a lot of big things. Then you've got a pretty solid tight end in Thibodeau that's there, along with Gaines McKenzie, who's been making some strides also.
Yep, Thibodeau's coming up, which, over the past couple of years, Thibodeau he's been in that H-back position.
Yep.
Last year, he was featured a lot as a defensive lineman. This year, he's probably going to be majority on the offensive side in that H-back. I meant to ask Coach last night.
Okay.
Why can't we just put him in a number that starts with 40 and just call him a fullback? Can we do that?
Nobody has a fullback anymore. That's the problem. We were talking about that the other day, weren't we? Yeah.
Be different, but no,
Mike
he's gonna.
Allstott is what you. Yes.
Yeah, and I was gonna put out there Moose Johnston from back in the day whenever I was a big Cowboys fan, but I didn't want to start getting all the text messages going.
You would have. There's no doubt about that.
But no, just great. And then Gaines McKenzie, number 80. I tell you what, we're gonna see 4 or 5 tight end H-backs this year. We may see even 4 or 5 of them tonight. But no, it's a good bunch as well, and they're young except for Thibodeau. And they're gonna have to adjust to it. It's a little more physical than what they had last year. Like I said, with the exception of Thibodeau, in that position.
You talked earlier about the offense not turning the ball over much. Turnover battle is something that we talked about with Coach Mercer. This defense, we've talked a lot about the offense tonight. This defense, ball hawk, shark, I don't care what you call it, they're going to go get the football.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff, a lot of players returning. Technically, if you want to look at it, you have 9 to 13 that's got playing time last year.
Deep.
Which was very good. Like I said, played the Jamboree without K5. Who's Griffin, and played the Jamboree without Jayton Terry. And
Richard
really,
as well, too,
yes,
was
Richard,
out of that.
And really didn't skip a beat. But you're going to see a couple new faces there. Number 11. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, look.
That's all I got to say. I only have to say his name, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Bryson Phoenix.
Him and Jaden Bayon will be, look, Bryson Phoenix and Jaden Bayon. That's not the only time you'll hear that tonight, all season long. And all that does is open things up for X.
Yeah, and then another thing, too, okay, and I'm excited about it, okay. If Bryson and Bayon, okay, play to their ability, that's going to give our boy Hobbs one-on-one with the center, okay.
Because they've been double-teaming him.
And I'm here to tell you, There's not many out there that could block him one-on-one. I look for a big number 51. Remember that? You guys remember him from last year?
Peyton Hobbs.
Okay, Peyton Hobbs. And
we saw him last night.
Yes.
He came out and joined us.
Yes, good kid, good family, and just really exciting to watch on film. And he's going to make some things happen. And then finishing out that line, you have Spikes, who's returning from last year.
Yeah.
Gary Boatman, okay, is getting playing time. And like you said, Richard's back, which is good. Jaden Everett moved from defensive line last year. He's playing offense. He's a backup guard this year. But another one that's that junior class that's just big kids.
You get a good look on your screen right now at head coach Thomas Bachman. He's getting his guys to come on out. He's turned around and we'll follow them out onto the field as well. KP Miles is back with us this season. He will join us at halftime. I tried to take the pressure off of Nick so that he doesn't have to go down. And here come those Trojans, led by Xavier White. They are fired up, to say the least. And what do you know, Nick? One of the returners this year, the horns.
Yeah, I kind of elevated our ambiance mic there. So.
You may want to bring my ears up a little bit too. My goodness. There you go. That'll work. You take a look at that inflatable Trojan helmet. The cheerleaders are out there, and we are just moments away. We will have, but just to run, we'll have our halftime interview with KP Miles. So, Nick, you don't have to go down there anymore at halftime. You can if you want to, for old time's sake.
No, I'm good. And,
all right.
And then we have the new addition is the helmet, right, Doug? We didn't have that last year?
That's correct. That's correct. So one of the things we want to send a shout out, our pregame press box food provided by Sinlaw Grill and Chill. Go by there and check them out and see them.
Looks like Lavin Mays, looks like he's hurt. Doug walking just on the sideline here.
Here come your Alexandria Trojans. Well, that is just as fired up. We talked to him, Nick, last night. What does it mean running out in front of this crowd? And every one of them said the same thing. It fuels them to play a little bit harder and a little bit stronger.
Yeah, big crowd, still people coming in. Parking is a little more difficult this year because basically in front of the school, behind the subway, it's all blocked off for construction. But yeah, big crowd tonight, just like last night at the show.
We'll follow our presentation of colors. Nick and I will step away and leave it to our PA announcer.
Presented by the Alexandria Senior High School Marine Corps, Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, Color Guard Team. The Color Guard is commanded by Cadet Captain Nathan Smith. Carrying the Marine Corps colors is Cadet First Sergeant Jacob Kuti. Left rifleman is Cadet Second Lieutenant Michael Hall. And the right rifleman is Cadet Sergeant Kinsley Evans. At this time, when you stand for the prayer, tonight Julian Smith for the SCA will be bringing the prayer, followed by the Trojan Band with the national anthem.
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, we ask for your blessing on this game we are about to play. We ask that you give each player and coach the courage to play and coach this game in a manner that is glorifying you, Lord. That you may not only give them strength and guidance, but the ability to calm their nerves and play to the best of their ability. We pray that you allow no injury or harm on either team and allow both teams to play with sportsmanship and respect for one another. We also ask that you watch over all the students and fans tonight and for safe travels home for everyone. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
to work we go, Nick. You hear the horns. You hear a great rendition of our national anthem that comes in from the Trojan band here. We'll watch the color guard come off, and it'll be coin toss and kickoff time, Nick. Let's recap the weather tonight and what it's feeling like out there.
Yeah, it's down to about 90 degrees now. Still feels low, high 90s, 98. Like I said, humidity's not as high as it has been, but it's still kind of sticky out there. So definitely going to have to make sure they're hydrated, and that might affect a little bit, especially since this is the first game they're going to play that's going to be a full 48 minutes.
So they'll have the 6-minute hydration timeouts that'll come in mandatory at 6 minutes of every quarter that's on here.
Captains for the Trojans, Doug, left to right, Xavier White, Carrot Gaines, that's Richard, which is Ethan Richard.
Good to see him out there.
Yes, it is. Left to right for your Westfell Saints. Looks like number 87, who is Jatavian Harris. 43 is Caden Gates. 4, aforementioned Derek Davis. And number 0, Jaden Collins.
Just if you're wondering and aren't familiar with where Westfell, it's West Feliciana. St. Francisville is where it's from. Love St. Francisville down there. Go to the Francis, best bread pudding down there without a doubt. I'm not going to get myself in trouble with sponsors up here and say that it's better. You can't get me to do that, but it's pretty good. Yeah. We're taking a look in, Nick, if I can find my glasses. I told you to remember where they are because I'm setting them down. There you go. Yeah. I got them right here.
Yeah, beautiful town, beautiful area. We went down there last year.
Well, here we go in this one. We'll take a look. They're talking to the players initially on this. Westfell will call. Man, last time we were on this field, it was the John Curtis game for the right to go to the Superdome to play in that one.
Packed house.
Westfell has won the toss, and they have elected to defer. The Trojans will receive the football, and you'll get that offense out there and going.
Their coaching staff over there, especially around the 35-yard line, they were all excited about them winning the toss and going on defense, Doug. So here we go. 48 minutes of football and the rest of your life to remember it.
Well, let's get this thing started in here. We have talked about it all offseason through 7v7. We've talked about it. We've talked about it through the scrimmage there at Acadiana. We talked about it at the Jamboree up in Sterlington. Survived an hour and 18-minute rain and lightning delay. And my goodness, we are set to go. Nick, who do we have back deep to receive for the Trojans?
Jay Frazier and Jacarian Griffin. And the upbacks are Burford, Kason Williams, and I have to see whenever it turns. Looks like Trey Doherty's the one right here on the 30-yard line.
Expect a big season out of Jay Frazier. That young man plays with so much intensity.
On film, he was kicking to around the 10-yard line. Sometimes it went a little inside the 10. So wind's not blowing according to the flag over here to our left. So I expect a return here, Doug.
7:02, partner, here we go. All the pomp and all the circumstances out of the way. And as they tee things up, we are underway. That one kind of a squib. Back is going to bounce around and get into the end zone for an automatic touchback. And the Trojans will have it there offensively. And we'll see this this new Trojan offense that's out there. Expect tempo. There was a great mixture last year. They ran the ball, threw the ball a lot, Nick.
Yeah, for the ones who watched us last year, Carson Sellers now number 16.
There you go.
KJ Ray, Kelton KJ Ray is number 12. Now Hayden Burford's number 13. And then Alex Fontenot's number 6.
There you see Fontenot leading the way off at the top of the screen. It is Noble Williams that is back there. He is number 4, one of the 2 sophomore running backs.
Late sub there for them to go to a 5-man front.
Big, heavy line. The toss is going to come to the near side to Noble. Noble's got it spinning around, and he's going to be out to the 27-yard line. Trojans, as they have done for years, will hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 7-yard gain there behind Lofton and Clemens and Thibodeau.
Sellers again has it. This handoff is going to be right up the middle. Noble's got it, trying to get to the outside. Looks like he may have got brought down at the 47-yard line. Don't know that it was necessarily by the collar. It was up around the head area, but you'll see Noble come out and Kaysen go in.
20-yard game there off this right side again. Gaines McKenzie on the end as a tight end with Thibodeau in the H-back position.
Staying in the shotgun, high snap, little play action there, trying to go down the field with it. Good stop route, complete down the far sideline to Alex Fontenot has it.
Yeah, 33, 40-yard game there for Fontenot on the from Sellers on his first pass. Threw it back shoulder, and he made the adjustment on it.
That was just a beautiful connection between two guys who are going to connect for touchdowns a lot this season. Timeout has been called by Westphal, and this is like a Mike Tyson flurry just coming out and getting, they said, hold on, let's get to the bell just a minute. We're going to take a break with them and be right back. You are watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports. Back to live action we go here, getting updates from around the way. Trying to see what we got here. We'll get that in just a minute to you.
Correction, Doug, that was a 34-yard pitch and catch there from Sellers. And look, Sellers was under pressure there, and he made that throw and trusted that Fontenot was going to go get it.
Trojans marching in this one. We are back after the timeout by Westphal. Handoff goes right up the middle again. And still that offensive line, Nick, is doing their job tonight.
Yeah, Kaysen there for 6 yards up the middle right behind De La Cerda.
They'll stay in it and go quickly. High snap, but a handoff is taken there. Spinning around but refusing to go down. Boy, just a couple of big, strong power backs for the Trojans this year. And you see Noble come back in.
Yeah, about 4.5 there, Doug. Nope, they're giving them the first down, so it was 5. So good work there by Kaysen.
Toss to the near side, comes out. Noble's going to cut back inside, banging around. This on 1st and goal continues to drive those legs. And this is what you don't see in 7v7. The dominance, they're able to come out here and run the football inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, 4-yard gain right there behind Thibodeau, Lofton, Clemens.
Westphal wanted their defense out there first. They've got it. The Trojans have gone there. Noble's got it off the left side, banging around, and he's in there. And for the first time this season, it is a touchdown. Noble Williams, touchdown Trojans.
Yeah, 5-yard touchdown run there from Noble, right behind Peter Lofton and Carter Rivette. I knew I was going to make that mistake. Sorry about that, Carter, but great work by that left side of that line.
Hunter's loving it. You see Eli Fung on for the extra point attempt. PAT is there out of the hold of Carson Sellers. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Trojans lead this one just a couple of minutes into it. We will be back right after this. If I can ever find out where I put my commercials, we'll do it right after this on 446 Sports.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today.
Back we go here. Eli set to kick this off. The Trojans could not have started better. Nick, 7-0, and you're going to get that big, strong, tough defense out there. But I'll take that opening drive anytime.
Yeah, Fung last year was kickoff specialist. He's the place kicker this year, replacing Channing Mesh, who had a great season last year as a senior.
Ooh, kickoff. They're rolling up the onside. Kick going to bounce around, and the Trojans are going to fall on it, and they'll have this one right away. And I just thought that the defense was going to come out there, but not so fast.
So I got to put Fung down on a fumble recovery here. You got to add him to my stat sheet, but
when you're adding the kicker to the stat sheet, you love that.
Yes, for sure. But yeah, very good work there. And I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised with that. So
we get ready. Back offensively we go. Trojans lead this one 7-0 here, 10-19. So no time off the clock there. Looks like he's got both Williams in the backfield. Snap is there. It's going to be Kaysen to the near side. He's trying to get to the corner and does. Bangs his head down to the 35-yard line. Helmet comes off, but another first down for the Trojans.
It looks like we have good 15-yard gain there by Kaysen behind Noble.
Such a great combination there of the Williams. That one, 5 yards, it looked like he'll pick up, Nick.
Yep, and like I said, they're behind Thibodeau on this right side as H-back, and they just replaced McKenzie on this drive.
Snap is back.
Oh,
3 straight. The ball comes around there on second down.
Yeah, loss of 1 there by the turf tackle, turf monster there.
So it'll be third down here and 6. Loss of a yard. Trojans still go in a hurry. 9:35. Play action. Sellers looking over the top. Got Fontenot again, and it is into the end zone. Touchdown, Alex Fontenot. Touchdown, Trojans. Penalty flag on the field, but we expect that's going to be defensive holding or pass interference.
Yeah, from where it's at, unless it's some type of formation. But, yeah, where it's at, Doug, should be defensive. So 32-yard on that post route there from Sellers to Fontenot.
Trojans quickly up 13-0 in this one, trying to add another. And that's just as good execution as you'll find. We told you that Fontenot and Sellers were going to connect a lot, and that's a big one. Potential candidate for our Southern Air Cool Play of the Game as well.
It was a legal substitution, Doug, on West Feliciana, declined.
There you go. Snap back, kick is up, and it is good. Trojans lead this one 14-0. Be right back right after this.
Cheer, celebrate, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the LaLuck Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
Back to the Trios press box we go here. 14-0, both offensively. The onside, the opening drive and the onside kick. Westphal has not had it yet, and they're already reeling in this one. They've got to get the ball, get some sort of drive established in this one, or it could be a long night for the Saints.
Yeah, Doug, LaLuck Real Estate Group.
That's right, CentralizeHome.com.
New sponsor for us on the commercial.
Do big work here and in our new Lafayette expansion. That one by Fung is conventionally kicked and wound way out of the back of the end zone. So he's got a touch.
Scored a goal.
He's got a touchback. Leave it to Nick. A touchback and a onside kick recovery.
What do you tell a soccer player, Doug? Kick it in the goal.
Kick it in the goal.
Kick it in the goal. So he kicked it in the soccer goal. So one bounced into the goal in the back.
So let's have your best soccer call then.
No, I'm not going to go there. Not go there. But what do they call? What does Coach Bachman say? A weapon.
Indeed, is a weapon. So speaking of weapon, that entire Trojan defense is here, and this is going to be our first look at the Trojan defense tonight, this season for that matter. Snap is back. Handoff goes up the middle. Good job of bouncing off the tackle, trying to get to the outside. Good space and a good hit coming up right at the sticks.
Yeah, that's actually Ian Hills. Actually, they did not start number 4 quarterback. They started Brooks Hebert as a quarterback.
So Hebert will have it here now. Calls for it. Another toss to the near side. It goes. And that Trojan defense trying to get something to happen. Do not stop the first down, and it's going to be first down and 10 for the Saints. So does that onside kick count as a turnover?
I'm going to call it a fumble recovery because it hit off of the receiving team.
There you go.
I could be wrong on that. Gaines McKenzie first one with the contact there, but Jackson Townsend and Bayon with the tackle there.
First and 10, 8:52 to go. You see that on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Grateful for the work that they've done for us. Snap is back. Hebert is going to roll to the far side. Off to throw that one and nearly picked off.
Great work by McKenzie there. Garrett Gaines, Great work there by him on stepping up. And number 8 with the pass break up there.
We've just seen these guys grow up in front of us. Of course, Jay Frazier seems like I remember his freshman year when he takes that interception back to the house.
Yes, that was exciting to watch, and I expect a few big plays out of him. Also starting cornerback on this right side here. Right corner is Maurice Jackson, number 7. He's in for Jayton Terry. We got
one that you'll hear a lot of is Williams, too.
Yes. Trey Williams starting strong safety.
Second down and 10, 4 receivers set to the far side. The handoff is going to go up the middle, and so is that vaunted Trojan defense.
Yeah, Jackson Townsend there with the tackle, but a host of Trojans there to stop it. You had Hobbs there, you had X there.
Did you hear the story last night that X? So third downs, they're money down, and that's when the Trojans do this. And they said if they don't do it, they do up downs.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see that. Coach Josh Mercer, the defensive coordinator, really believes in intensity on third down. Watch for some pressure. Ball is snapped through the hands of Hebert. It's going to bounce around. He's going to have to just chunk that one away and get it out of there, and does.
Well, you know what? I think I would snap the ball bad if I had Peyton Hobbs coming off the ball as fast as he just did.
Look,
he almost beat the snap.
You talk about Peyton, and there he comes off the sideline. Good work by that young man. Got to visit with him a little bit last night, and just a big fan of everything that he does.
All right, Doug, this has been the question mark all offseason. Who's going to replace D-Dub? Griffin's back there now. We've struggled catching punts, so.
And that's one part of the game that you certainly have to get a hold of, get a handle on. When you play that well defensively, you don't want to give it right back to them. Snap is up, whistles blow ahead of time. And it looks like, is it delayed? Looked like the play clock is down to 0.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a late substitution come in, so. First penalty of the game that was received, or accepted, excuse me.
Yeah, there was that illegal substitution earlier. Snap is back there. Good pressure from the side. Not a great punt. It's going to check up around the 50 and bounce around, and the Trojans would be better off just to get away from it, and they'll start at the 42-yard line.
Yep, here we go. So far, Carson Sellers is 2 for 2. Okay, with 66 yards and 1 touchdown.
Look, it's just been offense, defense, special teams, and Nick, we're just about 4.5 minutes into this.
Yeah, Doug, I noticed that Derek Davis, he's playing safety or a cornerback out here.
That's the number 4 that you talked about that was the athlete.
So it's a lot of the film up to this point between the scrimmage and the jamboree, he was in the quarterback position, so.
Well, Sellers is in the quarterback position. He brings Ray in motion to the near side. Little toss out of the backfield is going to go to Kaysen. Boy, Kaysen's looking your room, banging over a tackler. He's to the 30, now 25. Cuts back inside. Oh, baby, what a run. Kaysen Williams taking it to the house from 56 yards out. Oh, goodness.
56-yard screen play right there. Great blocking by Fontenot and Burford on this side to free him up, and then just a great finish and run there by Kaysen.
Kaysen looks to initiate contact on those, was looking for people to hit, and goodness gracious, what a pass and catch and run that was. Eli Fung on for his third PAT, and we've not made it to the 6-minute water break yet. Sellers set to hold once again. Fung puts a foot in it. That one is up, and it is good. 21-0. Trojans lead this one. We'll be back right after this.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on."
Seriously?
This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
Trojans back to action, and really looking impressive here early on. Fung set to kick it off, and I don't know if anybody's more amped up tonight than he is.
Yeah, well, Carson Sellers might be. He's 3 for 3 with 2 touchdowns. So.
Yeah, that's not terrible. Probably 100 yards passing by now after that big one.
Yeah, just over 100 yards.
Yeah, that's a good-looking start for the Trojans to this game, to this season. And Fung puts a foot into another one. Same result, 9.5 yards deep in that one. And, well, we've seen the maturity and the growth of that young man. Spent some time in the offseason out of the country playing soccer. Very good soccer player as well, nationwide and worldwide.
Yep, doing good work out there. Want to shout out to my little sister, Nicole Anthony. She's sent me a picture of my nephew, Hayes, watching the game. So hopefully Hayes and my nieces, Ruby and Remy, are watching. But definitely know that Nicole and Hayes are.
Well, this purple haze of a Trojan defense getting after it tonight in this one. There's going to be another penalty that's on the flag. It's early that we're bringing those out, isn't it?
Well, it's, early season,
That's right.
Down 21-0, trying to make something happen, a little excited. And
false start by the Saints of West Feliciana, and they are, the wheels are not off. They're just, they're rumbling. Bunkie 14, St. Mary's 0 in that one. Sterlington, an early 7-6 lead over Tioga. That is at the reservation. The prior game is in Bunkie. Hebert calling for the ball. The snap is back. Toss coming, trying to go down the field with it. Good coverage.
Yeah, that was a little too high there. Trey Williams coming over the top once Jackson lets him go, because Jackson had the flat there. So good work by your Trojan secondary.
You got to be careful of feeding the Sharks there, and then trying to get something into zone 9 is a difficult one.
All right, we have a couple subs on the line. We have Quentin Price coming in for Hobbs, and we have Spikes. Spikes came in for Bayon.
2nd down and 15 following the penalty and the incompletion. Hebert trying to get that defense to jump off sides, and it looks like he may have, nope, false start. That's the 3rd false start. And Nick, that's on hard counts that the offense is moving.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a very aggressive defense. You know they're going to be coming, and these guys, like I said, it's been a rough start for the Saints.
2nd down and 20. That defense just going to pin their ears back and come after it. Handoff up the middle. Nothing doing there. And that's going to be 3rd down and a long way, and it is the money down.
Yeah, Quentin Price coming in on that one.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime, and we're not at the 6-minute hydration break here in the first. We'll talk to Coach Thomas Bachman when he come out. We'll see anybody that performs, if the dance, the cheer, if anybody, we'll keep that with it as well. We are broadcasting high atop Butch Stoker Stadium in the Trios press box. 6:44 and counting in this one, third down. Hebert's got 4 stacked receivers over here to the near side. All of the damage coming to this side. Watch for a drag route, perhaps. Don't know if there'll be pressure. Hebert rolling out to this side. That's the only way that he gets some time. Going up and making a great catch is 3, but he's going to be shy of the first down. With the touchback, the ball has to touch the 30-yard line. If it's not at the 30-yard line, then it's still 4th down.
Yeah, 1 yard short there, and it looks like they may go for it, Doug.
I don't know if maybe you keep your quarterback in there and he can quick kick one or pooch kick one, but you know, one thing that Coach Bachman will always tell you, too, you don't come here to play games to keep it close. You got to come out here and try to win, and that's what Westfall's doing if they try to go for it here. But a timeout is going to be whistled.
That's their second timeout of the first half, Doug.
We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. You are watching ASH Trojan Football right here on 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view. And gear up in our pro shop, ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Links on the Bayou, of course, hosting the Match Play City Championship. Qualifying was today. Guess who will have the final pairing on Sunday afternoon, Nick?
KP Miles.
We'll have it here on 446 Sports.
Okay.
Absolutely, we will. They're going to go for it. Handoff is up the middle, and so are the Trojans, and that's going to get, not only did you not get the 1, you lost 3 on that one. Count that as a turnover on downs.
Yeah, that was a great play there. I'm saying it's Carrot Gaines. I think it was him instead of Trey. So great work there. Trojans take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of the Saints.
So this is that new uniform combination, too. It is the purple tops with the white pants, white helmet on there. And we were concerned about the numbers on there. Coach Bachman said, don't worry, you'll be fine. And, in fact, we are. Yeah. Sellers looks like Noble in the backfield with him, and does. Banging around, continues to run, and I'm going to tell you what, both of these backs, Noble and Kaysen, run with a lot of anger, it looks like. They just don't want to come down.
Yeah, a little more upright. We talked about getting the paddle level a little shorter, but I'm a little lower, but they're definitely doing well.
Burford looks like he's in the slot to the far side. Back to pass. Now coming this way, off the hands. That was thrown behind Noble.
Yeah, that one probably should have been a little, let him, a lot of those wheel routes like that, you back shoulder the running back because the DB is usually in front, but he did get past. Of course, I think Fontenot was held up.
He was breaking open.
He was held up. He was held up in the route, but they didn't see it, so I don't know if he was the first target.
Burford and KJ to the far side. The near side is Alex Fontenot in man coverage. Very tight defense here, trying to protect the box. That's Kaysen up the middle. Not going to get anything. And one thing that is known is that the Trojans have a great field goal kicker in the leg of Eli Fung. We'll see what the Trojans will do. They are going to trot Eli out for this one. What will be a 37-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, exciting to see this. Like I said, Channing was Mr. Reliable last year on his field goal attempts and his PATs, and like I said, we know Fung has the leg.
Indeed, he does. Coach Bachman says he feels good from, about 45, 48 yards with him?
Yes.
Snap is back. Sellers has it down. Kick is up. And it is good. 37-yard field goal in the books. 4:37 to go here in the first quarter of play. And the Trojans now lead this one 24-0. We'll be back right. We're back here, and just to clean house a little bit, that timeout that was the second, we thought the second charge timeout was, in fact, the hydration timeout. So they'll still have 2 remaining, Will Westphal. Eli Fung putting on a show early in this one, as is the defense, as is the offense. The offensive line has been solid in this one tonight. Can't say enough about the work of that team. And the Trojans are off and rolling here with 4:37 still remaining in the first. It is 24-0. Fung set to put a foot in it. That one is low, but has some good hop on it. It's going to bounce into the end zone for an automatic touchback. And it looked like Westphal wanted to field that one. Probably the best thing happened was it getting in the end zone.
Yes, for sure, for their sake, because he would have received it with his back to the field, and that would not have been good for him.
Check out our new Roku channel. You can just go to Roku if you own a TV. If you have a Roku device, Roku TV or Roku device, just go search 446Sports. Download the app and go right to it there. YouTube is where you'll want to find a lot of it as well. We're there. Facebook only lets us stream 1 game, but there are links to every game that we're covering tonight pinned up to the top. So just go check that out, and it will take you to our YouTube page. 24-0 here in this one, high atop J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium. I'm Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano.
Yeah, nice little 1-yard run there by their little scat back. Number 2 is Ian Hills, and Bion and X on the tackle there.
Appreciate Matthew Magnano joining us up in the press box. He's keeping up with the clock and all that. Our clock operator last year, well, they had a baby, and so he's at home watching. We know that. So big shout out. Had my first 2 grandchildren over the summer. That was pretty cool. But welcome aboard to Matthew Magnano. He will be with us all season long.
Congratulations to Josh Gann and his wife.
That's right, Josh and Katie, and then Noah and Abby. Yeah.
Yep. Josh, we will not be sending any cookies home with Doug for you.
We might be sending them home with Doug, but not for him. Hebert rolling to the near side. He's under pressure, and that one looked like it almost got knocked away. And, Nick, you said that we would hear this name a lot of number 11, so he's on the screen now.
Bryson Phoenix. And what's remarkable about watching him on field, and I don't want to give the Harold Perkins comparison. I don't want to.
That's big comparison.
I don't want to give that. But the thing about him is when you look at him for his size, he covers ground faster than you would think.
3rd down and 7, 3:45 to go in the first. Back to pass again, and just, I mean, you've got to throw. That's the other one, Nick, that we talked about it. That is Bion, number 44. Look at the size of that young man.
Yeah, Jaden. He played last year as well, but definitely grew into his body, this year. Also, I think this is his 3rd year playing football, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
that's
3rd
correct.
year playing. That's what I said. 3rd year playing football.
Yep, that's correct.
So he's gonna just improve and improve and improve.
We'll see if the Trojans come after this one. They got close on the last one. We saw him block a few in practice. Coming off the corner should be Gaines, I believe. No, that's Trace coming in there. He's got to get really close to it. Has to dive away, and the ball will bounce around. Check up there about the 45-yard line where Westphal will land on that one. And Nick, I don't know that there are enough keys to the game presented by Louisiana Athletic Club that you could come up with to talk about this kind of a start.
Yeah, like I said, the only flaw I would say that I've seen is on the very first completion from Sellers to Fontenot. There was a free runner that hit Sellers,
right.
But other than that, it's been clean.
Sellers back out there this time. Kaysen is in the backfield with him. Fontenot to the near side. 2 receivers here, one in the slot. Can't see the number on that. It may be, yeah, that's KJ that's there. Burford, we told you, switched to number 13. Thibodeau, the H-back to the far side. Snap is back. Quick throw to the near side. Complete, and Ray has it.
Yeah, nice little out route there from KJ. So he's going to pick up very close to the first down. I'll give him 9 on that one.
They will. 9-yard gain.
Great first down. Good catch right there. Great route. Good catch from KJ.
Fontenot hurries the Trojans up to the line on 2nd and short. Handoff goes up the middle. Kaysen gets met, but not before the first down is achieved. Gave him 2 yards on that. He'll get to the 34-yard line.
Good work there behind De La Cerda and his two guards, Clemens and
Well, look
and
at
Price.
98 that's coming in for Westfell on that defensive line. That's a solid, big young man.
Yeah, no, they have good size for the roster.
Sellers now back to pass. Throws that little outside screen. Ray's got it again. Dangerously close to being picked off.
Yeah, that's a long throw, and we know Sellers has the arm for that. But I'd like to see KJ kind of come and come back towards that one.
2nd down and 9 for the Trojans. Fontenot, the lone receiver to the near side. That's going to be a toss to Noble's got it up the middle, and Noble making a man miss to the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Noble Williams. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, 38-yard carry there off this right side behind Peter Lofton and Clemens and Thibodeau, and then Noble does the rest once he gets in the secondary.
Nick, I don't like to talk about it early, but you're dangerously close if you're Westfell to getting that clock running here.
Yeah, and like I said, I was expecting this Trojan team to come out firing on all cylinders, but I'm really excited about this group.
Well, it's about a 12-cylinder engine as that kick is up, and it is good. 31-0 Trojans, flurrying just 9.5 minutes into this one. We'll be right back. Eli Fong and company set to get going here. 2:29 remaining, Nick. And, man, this has been all Trojans in the first quarter. Yeah, look down. We're still in the first quarter. This is one of the longest, 36 minutes in, and still have a couple of minutes, 2.5 minutes of playtime left.
Yeah, it's definitely, you think it's been long for us. I can imagine how they feel.
Yeah. Kick is back, and it's going to make its way into the end zone. And I think maybe the only touchback he didn't have was the onside kick.
That's correct. Yeah, Marion Simon getting tangled up there, number 47 for MASH.
What did you? What are we looking at total yardage here in this first quarter, Nick? Do you have any sort of an estimate?
I just turned my stat sheet over to defense, but
well, you knew that would come. I may have seen you do that.
Yeah, we're looking at probably 115 yards passing for Carson. Kaysen's looking about 33 yards, and then Noble's probably about 70 yards. So definitely over 200 yards already total. Hebert rolls out there and throws it for a first down. Plays in front of Trey Williams there. Kind of surprised they kept Hebert in, Doug. I really thought that they would have had number 4 and Derek Davis to at least give them that run option as well.
Well, it has not been a lot of options for them tonight.
I think the second first down of the game for them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Unofficial. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know that they've been in positive territory tonight, have they?
No.
Snap is back. Hebert's going to roll to the near side. Finds a man short, unable to get to that one, though, as Williams on coverage.
Yeah, good coverage there by Trey. You know, and it's actually a good philosophy for Westfell to roll. I mean, yes, you do take half the field away whenever you roll out like that, but at least he's getting out of the pocket, so he has a little bit of time to throw.
Second down and 10 now, just under 2 minutes to go in the first. Looking over the middle, popped around and nearly intercepted. Boy, what a good good jump on that one by Trey.
Yeah, Trey read that one like he knew the play was coming. Good pass break up there, and then he's going to be frustrated that he didn't finish it off, but that's still a good play. That ball did have some zip on it.
3rd down and 10 we go. Minute 48 remaining here in the first. Trojans looking to stop this drive and get some more points on the board, and that would get it into that clock running position. Snap is back. Abear pumping, trying to go over the top with it. Incomplete. Double coverage was out there too. Pretty good coverage, Nick.
Yeah, Mo Jackson there, and then K5 coming over the top. Like I said, we're playing too deep high, with K5 and Trey. So that's the cornerbacks are letting this third over here, this deep third over here, go for the safeties. 4th down again, Doug.
4th down again, and they're back to punt this time. It's still Griffin, I think, back deep to receive.
Yes, sir.
Minute 40 remaining. We are still in the first. Well, of all the nights you wanted to wrap one up quick, huh? Morning comes early tomorrow. Snap is back, but a penalty flag is thrown, and that was probably the best punt that he's gotten away. Dead ball delay a game.
Yeah, that's their 4th penalty, Doug, for 20 yards.
3 false starts, that 1 delay of game. 1 penalty was declined, too. That was that illegal participation on the touchdown from Sellers to Fontenot. Don't forget, 8 o'clock in the morning, check out 446 Sports. You will be able to hear the Red River Roundup with Marshall Leffler and a host of people from around the state. That one's bobbing around. Williams going to go down and fall on that one. It didn't matter, but that's the pressure that Trey brings, Nick.
Yeah, their punter there, he took his eye off the ball when they went to catch it, unfortunately for him, and Trey didn't get the fumble recovery, but definitely didn't allow him to go anywhere on that one.
But again, Trojans deep in positive territory. You'll see.
Have a new right guard for your Trojans on this drive. Jaden Everett in for Clemens.
Oh, we saw him last night, too. That's another big dude. I was like, Coach, and he's like, no, sir. I was like, oh, my.
Yeah. Thibodeau and Gaines McKenzie in.
Sellers back to pass again. Little pump fake on it. Going over the top to Fontenot. Isn't going to be there.
Yeah, he's going to want that one back, but like I said, just a little, not enough air underneath it, but good route there by Fontenot. I really like that offensive line is allowing him to do pump and goes like that, because like I said, this Westfield team in the scrimmage and in the jamboree really pressured the quarterback a lot.
And they are just having no opportunity at all to get to Sellers. That offensive line just doing big work, and they're blocking for Noble and Kaysen. Looking to swing one out of the backfield. Just as we do that, boy, Sellers makes a good spin move. Felt the pressure, throws that one away, nearly intercepted, but throws it out of bounds. Nick, tell us about that feeling and sensing pressure. He didn't see him coming from his blind side.
Yeah, no, that was good work by him on there. But I thing that I'm more impressed with is the fact that he didn't force it.
Right.
He didn't force it. It's only 2nd down. Live to
fight another down. That's right.
Have another play there. So good work by him.
So Thibodeau in there at H-back, and looks like Gaines in there as well. That is Kaysen.
Looks
that
like
is in the backfield.
Crenshaw, Doug, 81, I think, is in now. Yeah.
That is high and banging around. Fontenot unable to get it. And they're going to call an interception. They're saying it was caught.
The back judge
over there.
Okay, so the back judge said no, but the side judge said yes.
And the side judge is going to hold off on that one. So that is the first turnover of the night for the Trojans, and that was just a good play defensively.
Yeah, I mean, it hit Fontenot in the hands. Like I said, he's going to want that one back once he looks on film. But you're right, the tip drill worked there, and the free safety made a dive-in play. So good work by that young man. Not the best series for you Trojans.
No, they'll go back to work here. But, Nick, at the 6-yard line, here's an opportunity for that Trojan defense to come after something and create some chaos.
Yeah, Bayon, Hobbs, and Richard across the front, Doug.
Shuffling around and bringing Phoenix back over the middle. They'll try to roll out to the right side and toss that one out of the backfield. But, oh, what a tackle over there. And that's what you want to do, solo tackles. And that was Carrick Gaines, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good work there by him, just keeping in front of him. No need to keep it in front for no gain.
Pass complete, but it was just for a yard. I mean, yeah, no gain on that one. They'll switch some guys around, and they'll just keep that 4 wide receiver set. Now it goes back to 3, and they bring a tight end, an extra protector, really, is what it looks like. I don't know if we have another false start on there. If it was it looks like maybe Coach Merce got a timeout.
Okay.
Trojans, no, they're going to go. Westphal takes that timeout. We'll take it with them and be right back. Back here, certainly grateful for the sponsors that have helped us. You see Wallace Eye Associates on the scoreboard right now. Our new system, somehow their commercial got lost, so we're giving them a little bit of love there. Wallace Eye Associates, they are our scoreboard sponsor and have been that way. As is that a little bit of Beastie Boys that's playing through the and your son knows that music. I don't understand that.
Yeah, well,
that's classic rock is what it is.
Well,
yeah, I got it.
I don't know if it's classic rock, but it's definitely been played in the Magnano household a few times.
There you have it. 2nd down and 10, Westphal needing to get something going. They're going to try to take a shot over the top. And, boy, the coverage has just been so good.
Yeah, went to man there. Jay Frazier on him step for step. You know, we were talking about Carrick earlier. 3 seniors on this defense. Jay Frazier, Carrick Gaines, and Xavier White.
3.
That unless I'm missing something,
nope,
Doug.
You're dead on in that one. And, man, they've got some good ones with X in the middle and Jay. I mean, it's just such a good group. They talk about that sophomore and junior class that's coming up. That senior class is no slouch. 3rd down and 10, 21 seconds remaining in the first.
CKP's got his new pullover on down there, and he's in the dots.
Be careful of that.
Yeah, he's in the dots. We're supposed to be talking to Dr. Crenshaw over here.
He will visit with Coach Bachman probably by 8:30, I guess. I don't know the way these are going. Hebert alone in the backfield. He's got 5 wide receivers. Watch for some sort perhaps of a quarterback draw. Eyeing him up is that Trojans defense, and they're going to have him in the backfield, and that is going to be the Trojan defense scoring big in this one.
They're giving him half-yard line.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Jaden Bayon there with I'm going to give him the sack. I'm going to go back and see if there was somebody else with him, but I'm going to give him a sack for now. But I don't know how he got out the end zone, Doug, but according to the officials, he did.
But look, the snap has not been that great. Now instead of 15 yards, you've only got 10. This could be something going the other way. A bad snap out of the end zone. It could be a Trojan touchdown. A lot of stuff could happen. But that is the end of the first period. Westphal will make it down to the other end of the field, but it's at the quarter change. We'll be right back. You're watching ASH Trojan Football right here on 446 Sports.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
Another one, Nick, that we can't do without, of course, the folks at Sadler's Towing. They are longtime supporters of the Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard and the title sponsor for our Coach Thomas Bachman show on Thursday night. So a big thanks out to all the folks out at Sadler's Towing. We're coming back to live action. Here we go. And again, this crowd that is here, I don't know that you wouldn't think that some of them have left already, but my goodness, before they got settled in, Nick, it was 21-0. Here it sits 31-0 as they start the second.
Doug, there's a crowd over there by the, I guess it's a food truck or a food trailer, of 40 or 45 people down there.
So they didn't go to leave early. They're just normally eating by now.
That's right.
We are back in the Trios press box high above JL Butch Stoker Stadium, and this could get bad to worse for Westphal on this as they're shortened up. You need timing and you need room on a punt, and I don't think he has either.
K5 catches this, and it might be back to the house.
His heels are at the 30-yard line. Yeah, because they've got to have extra protection back there.
And he has to, it's going to be a quick kick, so he's not going to be able to get all of it.
Last snap was low and bad. This one is high, but caught, and it shanked off to the near side. Griffin's not going to have a chance, but the Trojans, again, will have it deep. But that interception just saved what could have been a touchdown the last time around.
Yeah, 19. Guess we're going to give him 19.5 on the punt.
That'll put him at the 20-yard line.
Coach Bachman was there for the fair catch, but he decided to stay in his box.
Trojans will get this thing going, 11:54 in the second. We just completed one period of football here.
Clemens back in for Everett at right guard, Doug.
Noble, the running back, alongside of Sellers. He's flanked off to the right. Two receivers to the top, one to the near side. That one bounces around. Sellers is going to pull it down, just throws that one away and does so well. And that's a couple of great decisions by Sellers to go get that.
Doug, they had Thibodeau on the end here. He was actually on the line, and he veer released and was wide open. He was wide open, but
the Trojans never ever throw to the tight end, Nick.
Well, that was the play call. Coach Donna and Coach Bachman's going to be disappointed with that snap. To be honest with you, I didn't even see the snap because I was looking at Grayson, and he was wide open up the seam.
You're coming to talk about that just a little bit now. Not certain what they're talking about. Menard is in action tonight. They're up at Northwood. Lena is where they're at. Tioga and Sterlington doing battle.
Do we have any scores yet on those?
St. Mary's, but the last we got it early on, it was 7-6.
Okay.
7-6. Sterlington was leading. Sterlington, Tioga 13, Sterlington 7. So Tioga with the lead in that one.
They waved the flag off, Doug.
So no flag on there. Trojans offense looking to get back to work. I'm looking to get back to having my glasses on. There we go. I can see the field again.
Coach Miner wanted an explanation on what happened here.
On why there wasn't a penalty. He thought with all that discussion there probably should have been. Don't know that he's satisfied with it, but he got the explanation that's on there. And we'll get back to work here. Second down and 10 following that good-looking save by Sellers. Play action. Now Sellers rolling to the far side. He's being pressured. Dumps that one across his body, and Burford sliding there and not going to have that one. Incomplete.
Yeah, good attempt there by Burford from Sellers. I don't like that he took that contact, but he did get up off of it. There's not a lot of separation there from our wideouts from the DBs.
Buckeye up 21-0 over Block. That in the second quarter. So Buckeye looking to get things going.
Old Block Bears. I remember when I was in school, which was a few moons ago, they were always a solid football program.
They have had struggles of late. But Coach Vault there Snap is back, and they'll hold on to that one. Whistle blows. We'll try to see what it is. Dead ball delay of game on the Trojans.
First penalty against your Trojans of the night, but I'll tell you, coach is not going to be happy with this last.
With this drive?
Well, this drive, the last two.
That's right.
Probably the last 2 possessions here, last 3 minutes of the actual playing time, game time. Not been clean.
Back to pass to Sellers. Quick 7-step drop. Back shoulder pass to Fontenot, and he's into the end zone. They're going to give it to him. Touchdown, Alex Fontenot. Touchdown, Trojans. And, Nick, I don't think you could have thrown a better ball in that situation.
Yeah, back shoulder. Fontenot read it, came back to the ball. Once again, Carson took another lick there, which, I mean, we expect that. Number 41 on film was all over the place. That's Manning, Hawkins, and that's twice that Sellers has been hit on this drive.
Sellers does complete it, gets his 3rd touchdown pass of the night.
Yes, sir. 2nd to Fontenot.
We will be handing out our game ball on Wednesday night. That kick is up, and it is good. We'll leave it right here, Nick, and just talk a little bit about what you've seen out of the Trojans tonight.
Well, like I said, with the exception of the penalty there and the bad snap, that's every drive has been a scoring drive, if I'm not mistaken, except for that one, and we ended up in an interception. So, but yeah, so exciting to see what the Trojans doing. Getting an update here from Amy Grimes saying that Menard is up 14-0 over Northwood. That game's being played at Northwood, and Robert Anderson, Landon Anderson, John Wolf on the call there with Nick Morrow.
Nick Morrow in production. Look, and
over there.
What a tremendous night out at Mercado's on Wednesday night with the Eagles. There must have been 65, 70 people that were in there supporting their Eagles. We'll be back there on Wednesday night. John and Robert and Nick and the crew will be there. Brett is out at Grant tonight. It is the first Grant game. I don't think we've got an update on the score of that one, but we'll take a look and see. Trojans just about 4 points away from getting that clock running here. That kick is back and deep, and another touchback on the board. And the Trojans continue to get production out of the kicking game, Nick.
Yeah, great work there again by Eli. Like I said, we're gonna say that a lot all season. Fortunately, on the kickoffs, will say, Doug, that got to tune in a little bit to the Grant show last night.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
community pep rally. That's a big one over there.
Yeah, it was really neat, and they were talking about, how the parish rivalry. It was Montgomery and them tonight.
Yep.
Seeing if I can maybe look on Go Preps and see if they have an update there. Peabody Warhorse is up 6-0 on LaGrange.
There you go.
So, and I'll try to look at that after this series.
Hebert still in there at quarterback. Just that one messed up from the start, but gives a little bit of time. A hurdle over there to get back to the line of scrimmage, but maybe a half a yard on the gain. They'll give him one.
Yeah, great.
2nd down and 9. Go ahead.
Great work there by Trey to step up and make the tackle on that one. He's very good in run support.
2nd down and 9. 3 to the near side, 2 to the top. Empty backfield for Hebert. He's got the ball out of there quick on this, but that's the only thing that's been able to cut back some of that pressure by the Trojans. X making his way up the middle, though. That one is caught over the middle. A good job by KJ5 to come up and get that tackle, but not before the 3rd first down of the night.
Yeah, it was good work there by Westfell, and like I said, K5 coming up, not giving him any.
I gave him an extra initial in there, K5. That's all right. Quick snap. And now Westfell trying to go. I don't know if they were going tempo or just hurry, but the penalty flag is thrown. I don't know that everybody was set.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't like that Carrick is limping over there on the top of our screen, grasping that. I don't know if it's his ankle or his knee.
Procedure call again. That is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, probably their 4th one
Oh, yeah. Probably.
Fourth procedure.
Yes, yeah. Fifth penalty overall for 25 yards. That's correct.
Tried to go in a hurry, and now they'll be behind the chains again, first down and 15, and that's been a lonely spot for them tonight.
Yeah, haven't seen Raymond Harris tonight, cornerback, number 17. He got a lot of playing time last week and did a good job, but
trying to keep an eye up and down the sideline and look for him.
But Mo Jackson's done a great job out here at this left cornerback position, filling in for J-Ton.
4 receivers to the near side, extra blocker in. Here comes pressure by X, and again, that one just thrown away. But X continuing to do work.
Doug, every layer there, X pressure, Townsend underneath, Garrett Gaines underneath the receiver, Jackson on the receiver, Trey on the deep man. I mean, everybody's covered. I mean, there's nothing for him to throw to.
Second down and 15. Now you see it on your screen, the distance to go. And the Trojans will continue to bring pressure with 10:27 to go in the first half. Back to pass. Boy, they read that well, going deep now. I'm telling you, that was, Nick, just good work. Backed up out of the coverage, did Mo Jackson, and changed the look for Abear there.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like Mo was actually the intended receiver. Of course, Carrick was underneath. Like I said, he's limping a little bit, but yeah, it looks like he's okay now.
Trojans rolling in this one. They lead at 38-0. Really haven't done anything out of sorts tonight. Motion comes in, snap is high but covered. Here comes pressure, and the Trojans are going that way, or Westfell was going that way already, but it's just hard to do when pressure's coming right at you.
Yeah, pressure there by Phoenix there, and then also X was right there on the intended receiver, so as soon as the ball got close to him, of course he was behind the line of scrimmage, so you're able to hit him before the play. So even if there was contact before, that's right. It's not a pass interference.
It's all them lunches with our official, I guess, if you will.
Yep, and
that snap is low, kick is off though, and bounces away, and the Trojans will start in plus territory once again. Nick.
Yeah, last week on there we were on the 18-yard line, and there was a defensive pass interference, and I was wondering why it became a 9-yard penalty, and it's half the distance to the goal
if you're inside the 30, and
correct.
The penalty would do. That's right. That's why that penalty was from the 10, so they went from the 18 and they go to the 9.
Yep, I'm gonna give John credit for that because he texted me first, but 1T Brett McCormick texted me whenever he was watching the replay of the broadcast and let me know as well. So I appreciate those guys.
9:58 remains here in the first. Trojans looking to finish this drive off with a touchdown. Thibodeau makes his way off the field. Sellers and company back out there, sends motion. Coming out to the near side is Kaysen. Kaysen's going to have it. Needs to make a man miss. Spin move will do that. Still going. Look at Kaysen go. My goodness. That young man is a weapon. And Nick, you said he's a senior? No, you didn't.
23-yard gain there from Kaysen Williams, from Carson Sellers, and good work there, and great blocking in front. Gaines, McKenzie's, Burford, all out there.
He catches the ball so well. He and Noble both out of the backfield. Noble is in there now. He is flanked off to the left. Now switches kind of into an I formation. Back to passes. Sellers, he's got pressure. He's going to go to the lone coverage on the far side. Pulling it in the corner. And that one is up. And that one is good. And that, my friends, is why there's so many eyes on Alex Fontenot and Carson Sellers. Touchdown, Carson. Touchdown, Alex Fontenot. We'll give it to Carson, too. He's on fire. Oh. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, it's Carson's as well. So,
you're right. So I didn't butcher it too bad.
17-yard, just a little fade route there. DB was face guarding, so he never saw the ball. And Alex, the great thing about it, he waited till last minute to catch the ball, put his hands up to catch the ball, so DB didn't have a chance.
And we heard Coach Bachman in the 7v7 talking about that they wants to call the fade routes and just doesn't have an opportunity to. Fontenot went up and got that one just about as good as you could. And, Nick, that will push it over that 42-point mark, too.
Logan Mangum, sophomore with the extra point there, number 36. So getting in on the action there.
45-0, Trojans lead this one. And the Trojans just absolutely rolling, Nick.
Yeah, had a little feedback from our ambiance mic there. I didn't know if I need to mute it or not, but I think
you just
gotta be careful.
Never know. Doug Gann, Nick Magnano, 446 Sports. Matthew Magnano up here with us as well, and doing yeoman's work on that clock. I think he's the one having to put all of the scores on the board. It's been tough on him.
Well, question.
Yes, sir.
So he gets to start the clock now, and he doesn't have to worry about the stop button, does he, unless there's an injury?
Not supposed to have to. An injury or a timeout. We'll see if they get it running following the kick. Normally it would have started following that, but there it goes running, and it will run throughout the continuation of the ball game. So no matter if West Fel were to get it underneath the 42 points, doesn't matter. Once it starts running, it won't stop until quarter change and halftime and the hydration break. It'll stop. To the far side, still on his feet.
Yeah, Derek Davis there, number 4 on the return, first returner. We've got a penalty here. I think Clayton Dole got mixed up with their number 23, who's Xavier Barrow. Hope there's no.
But that's the first time that we've seen him touch the ball. Dead ball, personal foul against West Fel in that one. Goodness, so was not on.
I think
he pointed the wrong way?
No, I think he did offsetting, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
so
they're marking it up 15 yards, so he just pointed the wrong way because that ball comes all the way out to the 45-yard line.
So that was on Clayton. So that's on us. 15-yarder on us. Okay.
8:23, and you're right. Matthews got it made now. He can step away from the clock side of it and do that. Saints looking to get back in there, and hopefully the Saints down in New Orleans have a little bit different showing this Sunday as the NFL weekend gets going. That one up in the air, tipped away, will go incomplete, second down and 10.
Yeah, Trey on the coverage there. That ball was zipped by Hebert and just couldn't be caught by the West Fel receiver. Hobbs coming out. Looks like there's our aforementioned Raymond Harris coming in.
See there, you just had to talk about it a little bit.
Have not seen Jayton at all. I don't even know if
good
he's
pressure
out.
off the backside coming, and got to get away. But look at Phoenix just pursue. My goodness.
Like I said,
everything you've read about him, seen about him, heard about him is true, Nick.
That was a 40-yard run he did from the other hash mark, okay, and was just a split second away from having a sack. But definitely a quarterback hurry there, and he was running full speed. It's just, when you look at his size, Doug, you just don't expect that speed. You really right. don't. And
don't forget, next week, it is the LHSAA Game of the Week. It's Thursday night game. We'll have it for you. They'll have it for you. Everybody will have it for you. But tune in here and pick it up, third down and 10. That is Union Parish, the Farmers, coming to town. And that is
timeout West Fel.
Timeout on the field, West Fel.
That's their third, Doug.
And let's see. We'll step away with them. We'll be right back. Did you know that ASH Trojan Football is brought to you by Kubota Tractors, your Kubota dealer of Louisiana, a proud sponsor of ASH Trojan Football.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
We're back high above J.L. Butch Stoker Stadium, and it has been, I don't know if you'd have wanted to start it any other way tonight. The Trojans up 45-0 in this one. Westfield trying to go over the top and just overshoots the intended receiver. Had a move on him.
Yeah, Harris and Frazier there communicate now. Had a miscommunication. I think Harris was expecting him to. Now there's a timeout.
6-minute hydration timeout, and we'll keep it right here and remind you again, we started talking about it. Next week's game is going to be here on Thursday night. You remember last season, the Trojans started their first 2 games on the road, and we were talking about what a great, favorable schedule it was. Destrehan came here. Rushton came here. Neville came here. West Monroe came here. Well, the only bad thing about that is this year, which was next year to last year's this year, we make all of those trips. So we'll be here, and then week 3 will be our first. Nick having some trouble over there.
Yeah, I dropped my first pencil, and now I'm dropping my second pencil. But from what I'm gathering from everything you just said,
yes,
we're playing at home next week.
Yes, on Thursday night and
okay.
Wednesday night, we will see you at walk-ons. 4th down and 10. They'll go for it here. Again, just working on some things now as you're in that running clock situation. Nearly picked off. Jay Frazier breaks on the ball well, but the Trojans will take over in plus territory once again.
Yeah, Jay, eyes in the backfield, and like I said, with that kind of pressure on, I mean, you don't have to cover the receivers for too long. He was able to step up and have that PBU there, getting the head pat from Coach Merce. And Coach Skipper out there.
Look, those guys, Coach OJ, all of them just such work.
Let me tell you, I always like talking to Coach OJ.
You're exactly
I like talking
right.
to all of them, but I really like talking to him. Last night was a little different.
Okay.
It was just a little different whenever I talked to him. He got a grin on his face. He's excited about this front.
Look, how could you not be? They've wreaked havoc in this one. 1st down and 10 from the 45. Sellers bringing a man in motion there. Back to pass, and they'll set up the screen out of the backfield. It is complete. Noble makes a nifty cut. Still on his feet down to the 27-yard line.
Yep, 28-yard screen play there from Carson to Noble Williams. Noble's first reception of the night.
Again, you talk to Coach Bachman, anybody offensively, how excited they are about the hands of the Williams and Williams duo. Hopping around, stutter stepping, spinning around, jump cutting.
Yeah, looks like he might have needed a little break there. He looked a little slow on that one, but
and he'll get it here.
Oh, me.
But what a combination. You look up at, okay, 4's coming out. Uh-oh, here comes 3.
Yeah. Very excited about that duo.
Sellers looks over, and the clock continues to run. 3:45 and counting until halftime. Looks like the dance line's starting to stretch out. They'll get to going at halftime. The band will perform, but it's been a Trojan performance here. Good play fake there. Carson pointing things out. He's going to go down the field, unable to get that one to fall.
I count 10 men on the field, Doug. I think we were missing a player on that one. I could be wrong. Let's see. 1, 2,
11.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 offensive linemen, 3 receivers, quarterback, and a running back. So, like I said, I think we're missing. There's Thibodeau there. So
maybe he's back, yeah.
But that one might be on me.
3rd down and 12. He's just a small guy. You can't see him, that's all. Sellers play action there, holds the lineup just a little bit, sets up the screen to Fontenot, receiver screen, and Alex looking for his 3rd touchdown of the night. Doesn't get it, driven out of bounds at the 8-yard line, but it'll be goal-to-go situation. The only thing that stopped him was losing his shoe right there.
21-yard jailbreak screen there from Sellers to Fontenot.
Keep your eyes on 446 Sports tomorrow. We will be bringing you LCU as they hit the road to Langston. That's a big matchup in the NAIA, and we'll bring it all to you. There's a toss to Kason Williams on the far side. He is bottled up there. 2:15 to go in this one. Some former Trojans that are on that trip. EJ Stop Route Scott and Darius Washington and Datelin Cunningham. Vaughn Darbon is there. And, man, it's just going to be a long trip, but it'll be a good one. So that kickoff is set for 6 p.m., and we'll bring it to you on 446 Sports.
Former Trojan offense coordinator is the head coach.
Ben McLaughlin, that's correct. Sellers now handoff up the middle, banging around as Noble makes a beautiful cut, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Noble Williams. Touchdown, Trojans.
11-yard run there behind Aiden Price and Della Cerda and Clemens, and I watch that on film every week. Every week they do that drill right there from around that yard line, and I've been seeing that in the fall, and if they can do that against our starting defense, they can do that against any.
Across the way, it is Tioga 19, Sterlington 13 at the half in that one. That kick is no good, so it stays at 51-0. A minute remaining in the first half. We'll come up to the break, and then the Trojan band and dance and cheer will all perform, and we'll bring it all to you right here. Stick around. 51-0 in this one. Again, did we tell you it's 19-13? Tioga leads this. 28-22. Grant is on top of Montgomery in the second quarter. Here, it's 51-0. 53 seconds, so I guess it stops at the end of the drive as well. That was new. Good to see the younger sophomore kicker, Nick, getting some work in this too.
Yes, for sure.
And when I look at the roster, I won't call him the younger sophomore kicker anymore.
Yeah, Mangum's his last name, Logan Mangum. Yeah, we had a little some excitement up here. I think might be somebody looking for their mom and dad. They came to the press box with the
parents
police
sometimes
officer.
Get lost. They're just uncontrollable and get out of there. There's a kick back to the 20. Boy, that's not going to make anybody happy there. A big return. And see what's 28 and 27 seconds. So don't really have to snap a ball and can get to halftime. Injury on the field, but they'll let the clock go. They do stop the clock for the cramp that is on there. And we saw, a lot of these Trojan players just hydrating pregame. And there's the Ash faithful out there doing some work with the banners and running around. They're going to be tired tonight.
I would imagine.
It's a lot of running.
I would imagine that flag gets pretty heavy after about 60, 70-yard run.
Well, 51-0 in this one, Nick, and it slowed down because what was it, 38-0 in the first quarter of this one. Three receivers to the top, one to the near side, 4 receivers set. Going to check back and throw out of the backfield, and that is just, wow, big-time work there coming up.
Yeah, that's Harris there. Great work by him, seeing that, reading the backfield. Raymond Harris, 5'8", 150-pound sophomore for your Trojans. His first tackle of the night.
Open field tackling is what they talk about. There's another snap throw that is going to fall incomplete. Might have been the best thing, as that is the final play of the first half. We'll keep it right here and keep an eye on the halftime festivities. Nick and I will step away, but we'll try to let you listen to what's going on here. But it's been all Trojans in this one. Don't forget, we'll have KP Miles joining us, coming up with Coach Bachman out of the half.
Maggie, Emma.
Attention to the field for our halftime performance, in which they were provided by the Trojan Band of class. Color guard featuring the Trojans. They'll be performing Blinding Lights. Okay.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
There's a reason why more of your friends and neighbors talk about their cataract surgery at Wallace Eye Associates. They know our tradition of eye excellence spans decades. They also know how committed we are to our local community. If you're ready to have your vision restored through modern cataract surgery, call us to schedule your annual cataract evaluation. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Your property demands equipment with more reliability built in. Kubota equipment. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
And we're back. So explore Alexandria Pineville, of course, our title sponsor for everything that we do. ASH Football brought to you by the Kubota Dealers of Louisiana. I think we're starting to get things worked out. But, Nick, let's look back at your Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game.
Do we have to, Doug?
We have to. All the while we're waiting on Coach Bachman to come back out, too, because we're going to have KP that visits with him, too. But let's take us through that.
I would say I'm 2 for 3 tonight. Pass protection for Carson has been great. Couple of times he's been hit, but by and large, I mean, he's 9 for 16, 245 yards and 4 touchdowns. So I'm going to say that one's defense. Contain number 4, who's was the starting quarterback in the Jamboree and in the scrimmage, has not played one snap at quarterback this game for Westphal. So I'm 1 for 2, and then replace the graduating talent. And like we talked about whenever when talent becomes usable skill, and I think your Trojans have shown some usable skill this first half.
No doubt about it. So great work by Nick, and that has led. I think we're going to get down to KP in just a moment. He should be calling us momentarily, and we'll answer it over there. Let's see if we can figure this out. We did this last season, and so I got now, Nick, you can see the amount of headache that it is on me to get all of this done, but we'll see if we can find KP. And we told him you got to walk with Coach in this. Don't see him out yet. Do you, Nick?
No, he's not out yet.
Making some final adjustments.
Of course, KP might be actually in the locker room with him.
Yeah, I don't think.
Here's KP's about the 10-yard line walking that way. So see him on the track walking that way?
Yep, I do.
He changed shirts on us. He put that ash quarter zip over, so we were looking for
We're going to go ahead and try to get him on the phone now. So you may want to turn that back up.
He's coming right now. Hang on.
There you go. KP, move some to your left. You got the window in your way. So walk with him a little bit there. There you go. So KP Miles is down on the sideline. He is going to be talking with Coach Thomas Bachman. And KP, I see him. Well, I don't quite see him coming out. What does it look like down there with the guys? It looks like there's some high energy again. Again, move some to your left again. Keep going to about.
Yeah, it looks like they played a good first half, and they're ready to do the same thing in the second half. I should have Coach here in just 1 second.
There you go.
He hadn't come out yet.
See Coach Mercer
coming out.
Mercer.
What's up, Coach?
And we'll get a brief couple of questions with Coach Bachman, and KP saving some legs and some miles on Nick up here in the press box.
That's right. I'm just trying to take care of my boy Nick. That's it. Here he comes.
Keep over to your left for you. You're behind that pole. Walk to your left some and pick him up.
All right. Okay.
There. And we'll send it down to KP now, who is with Coach Thomas Bachman.
Coach, explosive first half. Looks like offensive defense is working really well. Give me your thoughts.
Fast start, got off to that really quick start, score, got the onside kick scored, really grabbed control of it there. Look, we want to continue to get better. We got to get in game shape. It's a human night.
Yep.
We got a long way to go as a football team. A lot of room for growth. The kids that are fixing to get out there need to play well, need to play hard. Try to tell them at halftime, whether you get 5 plays or 10 plays, man, put good stuff on tape for us to evaluate. We need as many guys that can contribute as we can get. So, go put it on tape. So that's what I'm anxious to see here this second half.
Looked like the first half there was a focus on penalties. I didn't see very many of them. Is that something y'all worked on in the offseason?
Yeah. Trying to tell the kids a good football team doesn't have pre-snap, post-snap penalties. We had a couple of them that we need to clean up, but pre-snap, post-snap penalties can't happen if you want to be a disciplined, good football team. So we'll continue to improve in that area as well.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's Coach Thomas Bachman, Doug, down here. Looks like he's focused on a good second half with some underclassmen that are going to get in the game and put some good stuff on film.
Indeed, we'll see a lot of that when we come back. I don't think you have. Yeah, we'll see a lot of that clock running and some younger guys out there. KP, thank you for the work, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Yes, sir.
There you have it, KP Miles down on the sideline getting that taken care of. And, Nick, I'm just telling you, man, it's been such a first half.
Yeah, it was. A few stats, Doug. Carson ended up the first half 9 for 16, 245 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing, Kaysen, 8 for 29 yards. Noble, 8 for 87 yards, over 10 yards a carry for Noble, 3 touchdowns. Then receiving, Kaysen, 2 for 79 yards on a touchdown. He had a big screen pass that he took to the house. Noble had 1 for 28. Alex Fontenot, 5 for 129 yards, 3 touchdowns. KJ Ray, 2 for 10 yards. So big stats.
Tell me Alex again.
Alex is 5 for 129, 3 touchdowns.
And look, they've not just been those Tecmo Ball style over the top ones. He's caught it. He's back shoulder faded. He's went and got it. He's ran the fade. He's broke tackles. Very impressed. You've heard a lot about Alex Fontenot, and it's been on display tonight.
Yes, it has. And like I said, 2 of them were, he came back to the ball, which he made the adjustment well on 2 of his big catches. And then, of course, the one in the end zone in the corner. I mean, I know this sounds, elementary.
Right.
Okay. But whenever you're being face guarded and you wait to the last minute to put your hands up to make the catch, that means that DB doesn't know where the ball's at. And that's textbook.
And on the other side of that, what you teach as a defender is to look for the hands, look for the eyes. But when it's just going up to catch the ball, man, that's tough.
Yeah, no, it was a great catch over the shoulder. And like I said, look, I can't imagine them getting much. They may get a series, if any, this half. I think maybe the start defense gets 1 series and starting offense. I mean, that's just my guess. I obviously haven't talked to Coach about that, but I would think that
Coach said to break, he said, look, he told those young guys, he said, whether you get 5 plays or 10 plays, you better go out because this is where you're going to earn your opportunities. We're going to step away for our final break before halftime is over with. Big things going on at BK Distributors.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
And we are back. You hear the horns. That's not the one on the clock. Those are the ones in the stands. And my goodness, you wondered if people would leave here with this one, but it is such an electric atmosphere here in Butch Stoker Stadium.
Doug, I see one here. It looks like a DeWalt drill. It looks like it's an attachment on a DeWalt drill was one of them. It's kind of curious to get a closer look at that one.
Well, you heard the recap. Going across the bottom of it, you do see the Saddlers Towing scrolling scoreboard on the night, keeping you up to date with a lot of those scores. You see Tioga, we talked about that. Grant has the lead over Montgomery. Buckeye on top over there. Bunkie on top of St. Mary's. And Menard on top. A lot of great coaches shows coming up next week. My goodness, we'll be all over the place. Tuesday at Grant at Route 22. Go out there if you've not been to Route 22. We'll talk to Coach Jarvis Felton and the Grant Cougars. With those guys, we'll be at Pizza Village on Monday night, Firehouse Subs on Tuesday night, Bricados on Wednesday, Walk-Ons on Wednesday, and we'll be playing football on Thursday. Going to get an opportunity to go out to Grant on Friday night and watch the Cougars play live.
Tuesday night will be Firehouse Subs in Lafayette.
In Lafayette, dare I say, Pizza Village too, but I don't think there's one here, so there you have it. Eli Fung, who was on the field as much as anybody there in the first half. Really solid. And then what do they call him?
A weapon.
A weapon, yeah.
Turn the ambiance mic down just a little bit.
Just a touch. That one is back and deep, and that is a touch back as well. And that does so much for your team when you're not facing a big run back.
All right, Doug, let me pull out the roster here. We've got a bunch of 39 left. Cornerback right now is Romeo Sherman. Quentin Price, 99 defensive line. 48 is Jeremiah McKinney, left end. Spikes, I think, is on top right, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like Harrington is your strong safety now.
Boy, just a big run off and going, and that's not going to make Coach Mercer, Coach Bachman, Coach anybody very happy at all.
No,
Nick.
It looked like McKinney had him. I mean, looks like he had his arms around him. Of course, he was from the left end. Looks like he had his arms around him and just lost him, but he may have turned on the Jets, but that was a 80-yard run there for the Saints to put him on the board.
And that's what you want to do if you're the Saints, is keep fighting. But we told you if it gets back below that point, they still, that 42-point mark, it won't come out of it. But you can believe you'll see a lot of those starters back in there, I think, after that. And Coach Bachman talked about you got to make the most. Snap is back. Good pressure on the side. That kick is up. We'll leave it right here as we're just out of the extended half. But, well, Westphal coming out firing away.
Yeah, it's not fun whenever your coaching staff meets you inside the numbers after the extra point. But, you know, Coach Russo was first one out there to really, him and Coach Bachman. But like I said, these are opportunities that these young men need to take advantage of.
Again, a lot of action. Of course, Grant. We had Turlings Catholic last night. We picked up our first Lafayette team. Tioga in action. Buckeye in action. St. Mary's in action. Menard in action. Goodness gracious. And we'll have LCU tomorrow.
Yeah, Turlings defeating our fourth
our week four opponent, yeah.
Opelousas last night. Harry Coleman's debut is
didn't go so well.
Yeah.
Had a big performance by quarterback A.J. Munoz, Kaysen Evans, Viator, a lot of great guys. A.J. Price had a big move on there. You'll be familiar with those names. So if you look back to last year, Turlings and John Curtis played in the game. Curtis wins that game and comes to play Ash.
Question.
Yes.
Did your offensive lineman get a carry?
He did not.
He's not.
He did not.
He's on the clock.
Yes, he is.
We're on the watch.
Everybody but Coach Corville is up for that. Again, clock running in this one, 51-6. The extra point was no good. And we're rolling right along. This second half will go much quicker than the first quarter did. Rolling it around in an onside kick. I think they're going to call an offsides on that.
Yeah. Thomas Crenshaw on the recovery there. Good work by that young man. Sophomore, backup tight end.
Again, Doug Gann, Nick Magnano broadcasting high atop Butch Stoker Stadium from the Trios press box. Trios on Versailles. Make sure you go back there. Brand new menu is out. New dessert menu, new cocktail menu. Go by there. They're open for lunch on Fridays and Saturdays, and dinner Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday and Saturday, of course, but only open for lunch Thursday and Friday. That is a destination for us. Big shout out to the folks at Sinlock Grill and Chill, provided the food for us in the press box. And looks like, did they take a timeout, or are they just hanging on?
So we're going to have a new, they're going to, okay. Going to re-kick, Doug.
Yeah, they're calling to re-kick. And Noble is back deep to receive. He's there with Griffin. Kaysen, one of the up backs, Burford to the far side of it. And Nick, I didn't see who was to the near side. Is that KJ or who is?
Doherty's on this side.
Doherty's on this side at the 30, okay. And the hands team is up. Well, that gives it away if you get a penalty and have to re-kick.
Yeah. And the second team offense, they were coming onto the field before they decided to re-kick.
So the clock back continuing to run. High kick. Who do you think got that one, Nick?
Aiden Burford.
Sure he did.
Here we
Coming
go.
to the near side. He's got a little speed in him since last year, hadn't he? All the way into plus territory. Gets a little elbow shot there. But I just don't think you can say enough about Hayden Burford.
Yeah, we met his parents at the
That's right,
at the documentary.
back to the road to the dome.
Road
That's
to the
right.
dome. So nice couple. And here his grandparents.
Yep.
Both sets of grandparents in Arkansas. Here they watch us on 446 Sports.
Big shout out to those folks. And look, Hayden just continues to impress.
Coach Harrington, I'm sure he's watching us as well from North Louisiana. So appreciate all you guys out there that are watching.
6-minute hydration break, but it'll be a change at quarterback and running back, Nick, 14 and 20. If you
Kadarian Vaughn's your second team quarterback. Darren Ross, your running back. 83, which is Letzinger, which remember him from last year, had some playing time. Looks like Burford may still be on. 66, Gage Williams. 73, Clemens is still out there. 56, Silas Michel. Looks like Doherty's on top. The top of your screen there, Trey Doherty.
Look for a steady dose of, well, the Trojans are still going to have to work on their offense because, as Coach Bachman said, that's what you want to do. You've got to keep that going.
Jaden Everett, right guard. I see Clayton Doyle playing tight end on the right. The only one number I haven't seen, Doug, is the right tackle, which we'll try to get that information to you here shortly.
First down and 10. Handoff does go off the right side. Be stacked up at the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, Ross there for no gain.
You'll start to see some substitutions. Boy, freshman and JV is what you're seeing some time right now. Had big week Monday. Put up a lot of points, didn't give up many on Monday in that game.
Right tackle is 71, who's Raymond Fuentes.
You know, Coach Bachman, part of the talking to us last night was how many people were out in attendance on Monday night for those JV and freshman games.
Yes, sir. 27, your bottom of the screen here, Doug. That's the Karen Franks.
Franks, F-R-I-N-K-S.
Yep.
Toss is going to go to the top of the screen, right up the middle. Going to have the first down. That's a 12-yard pickup.
Yep. Good run there by Ross off the right side behind the aforementioned Fuentes.
Yeah, Darren Ross, that junior running back. Good to see him getting some time back there. Where's that familiar number 20 that Vaughn Darvon wore a year ago?
Yeah. Enjoyed watching him run the ball as well.
Yeah, we've seen him continue to just grind away as well. Maybe not as big in stature, but really gets the legs going. Just like that, hits the line of scrimmage and continues to go.
Give him 2 yards there.
We are 38 minutes into the first quarter. It went, I think, about 45 minutes, and we'll be through this second half in about 30 minutes. Trojans just explosive, and you heard Coach Bachman there. Score, get an onside kick, go down and score, turnover, and it was 21-0 before anybody knew what was going on. How do you keep the focus down here, Nick? Up big.
Well, I mean, these young athletes right here, I mean, this is their opportunity, so they should stay focused. Now, your starters who are on the bench right now, let them enjoy it for a little bit, as long as they're, not doing anything that's totally crazy, and then refocus tomorrow morning. Let's talk about the post game, Doug. We have a new post game thing for
we do
for tonight.
We won't stay up here and wait for Coach Bachman. We thought a lot of the opportunity that he gets to spend with family and friends down on the field. And so we'll do that, and we'll go down and visit with him post game, get some stuff posted tonight, and have comments from him like we did at the Sterlington game, from him and from Coach Mercer and some of the other ones. That's a good pass out in the flat.
Yeah, it's Vaughn Deletzinger, 83. So first completion there. That's going to go for, looks like an 11-yard gain there.
Trojan group looking to answer that touchdown that was scored. You see it right, 51. So the extra point was good. It's 51-7 is what it is. They had 6 for the longest time, 51-7. Snap is back, bobbled around, banging in, but going to fall on it there.
Ross is probably thinking, man, I lost a yard and I never even got the ball. Guess that'd be considered a fumble recovery, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ball rests at the 4-yard line. It'll be second down and goal from there.
It's a big offensive line, Doug.
Yeah, they're good size to them, without a doubt. And used to getting into the end zone, too. They found that a bunch on Monday night. Off to the right side, down inside the goal, or inside the 1-yard line, goes Ross, and he is looking to get into the end zone here.
Yeah, 4-yard gain there off the right side behind Fuentes and Clemens.
Sterlington takes the lead late in that one. It is 20-19. Not late, it's the third quarter, so a lot of time to go over at Toomey Ingram Field. Here, it is all Alexandria in this one. Snap is back. Another high snap. They're going to have to chase it down, and that's one you just probably want to fall on. But it'll be fourth down, and didn't get to see the end of that one.
Yeah, it's going to be looks like a 12-yard loss.
And an opportunity for Eli to come out in that first team group to try the PAT or the field goal. And look, this is not an attempt at adding any points on. Don't scream and holler about that. You've got to work on situations like this when you have opportunities too. This will be from 30 yards out, maybe 29. Make it 29 officially. Snap is back, hold it down, kick is up, and it splits the uprights, and it is good. Got to make sure. I don't want to end up on the wrong side of a documentary later on. 54-7 as the third period winds down.
Yeah, this one, that'll probably be over before the kickoff, won't it?
Yeah, I think so. If they do a good job and hang on to it, they can get there and don't rush out. The Trojans do. It's going to be close, but the officials are going to hang on to the football and get this thing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that will do it. We will go to the fourth quarter. We'll be back. You are watching ASH Trojan Football on 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
We are back here getting ready to start things off. Trojans looking to kick. Quick, you can see it across the bottom of the screen, but we'll recap it for you. Sterlington on top, 21-19. Grant all over Montgomery, 42-22 in that one. That is in the third quarter. Buckeye 35, Block 0. Bunkie 35, St. Mary 0. Menard on top, 14-0 in that game at Northwood Lena. So great night so far for the Crews. Turlings with a win last night. Tioga and Sterlington in a battle, and Sterlington the defending state champs.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great coach team there with
Coach Lee Doty does a fantastic job and had a lot of illnesses, so good to see those guys back and going.
Yes, although I want the Indians to pull that one out. Central Time. Coach Crispin's first game as head coach of your Tioga Indians.
Well, he did a great job on the reservation roundup last night.
Mm-hmm. It was funny. He said last night he fired. I'll say it after the play.
All right, let's get to the play first. There you go. Trying to go over the top. Won't get there. All right.
Yeah. So he said that he said he hired his son as a wide receiver coach.
That's right, Ethan Chrisman, who had played at LC after he left Tioga.
But he had to fire the wide receiver coach before he hired his son.
That's right.
And then who was the wide receiver coach that he fired?
Was Dan Chrisman.
It was himself.
That's right. So. And he's helping him with track, too, this year. You know, Dan Chrisman, just a tremendous coach there.
Yes, great track coach as well.
Back to pass is Hebert. Got a wide open man, and it's going to drop into the hands. And coverage a little bit busted there, and Coach Bachman not real pleased about it.
Yeah, a little ball watching in the backfield. 87 there is Tristan Spears. Kind of was supposed to be in the zone out here.
Again, that play comes up, and good blocking by the wide receiver down the field. Going to...
Yeah, you have Harris there with tripped him up, and then Spikes, who's going to be Spikes Veal has finished him off there, which that's... heard very good things about him as well.
Tioga takes the lead over there, 25-20 in that game here, going down the field. That's got a chance. And almost had it there and shaken up just a little bit, but I think, is that
the aforementioned Harris.
Harris, Raymond Harris, that is down there.
We're going to give Tony O'Sullivan from West Fel a pass break up there because Harris had his hands on it.
Trojan cheer, excited about the night, and they've got the numbers on their shirts, Nick, and you know what those numbers mean?
My guess is the graduation year.
There you have it. You used to have freshmen, sophomore, this and that, and now they class them by years. They still in the school, freshmen, sophomore, seniors, all of that, but anytime you see the recruiting and those things going on, it is 26, 27, 28, 29 classes.
Yeah, and definitely if you watch football recruiting, what's crazy is how these guys reclassify.
It's
supposed to be a 26 graduate, and a 27 graduate, and they graduate in 26. I think that has a lot to do with the NIL.
It absolutely does. Back onto the field we go. Clock will start back up and continue to run here as West Fel's trying to add another one on. Answer the Trojan touchdown. Back to pass is Hebert. He's getting pressured up the middle. Going to be able to escape that one and go back downfield. Another wide open receiver, but he just drops it. I think he might have been too wide open.
Yes, that's. And you know what's crazy is the receiver there. I mean, yeah, he could have come back to the ball, but he didn't know what's happening behind him.
No, not at all. That's right.
He didn't realize he was probably that wide open either. But yeah, Hebert's going to wish he had that one back. But good for the Trojans.
Saw your classmate leaving there, Amy Wallace. Amy and Bill are leaving. They stayed throughout this one. Proud supporters of our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard.
Yeah, Amy's from South Central LA, Woodworthian.
That one is high and it's going to roll back around. Abear picks it up and chunks it out of the way. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 10. Yeah. Both of these quarterbacks, Nick, have done a good job of getting to the football that's bounced around and chunking it out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that, I'm glad they actually changed that rule.
Yeah.
It's all the way down to high school, a few years back, to where as long as they're outside the pocket and get to the line of scrimmage or somebody's around there. So
timeout is taken by Westfell. Again, a lot of big things. A big shout out to our friends at Lighted Up Billboards this year. Those guys do a great job. And we will be having our players of the game, student athletes of the game. They do a great, the work they do for the community. You saw how you had that road to the dome everywhere. You had a lot of things. Just that group over at Lighted Up Billboards, Lighted Up Digital Advertising, I think, is actually what it is. Look, if you want to get your message out, there's 2 good places to do that. 446 Sports, and of course, Lighted Up Digital Advertising.
Speaking of lighted up,
the light went out.
They just turned the softball lights off.
They're
and
done,
I'm not going to lie to you, I jumped because I was afraid I hit one of the stadium lights. The stadium light controls are right next to me in the press box. Now, there's a cage around it, so hopefully. I was a little nervous about that.
Don't mess with the breaker in the concession stand either. We'll remind you of that. That goes back a few years on you. 4th down and 10.
Yeah, that was before my time, I guess.
5 receivers set. You hadn't heard that story?
No.
I'll tell you about it in a second. Back to pass they go, but a flag blows prior to that, or the whistle does. 7:41 and counting. They'll call a timeout. We'll keep it right here. So there's several light banks around the field, and the one that is nearest the concession stand on the far side of the field and the one that is right here by where the Trojans come out, they're on the same circuit.
Okay.
Now, I know that. Playing the game, whatever it is, and this had to be at least 4 or 5 years ago, those 2 lights go out. And I mean, and it's nearing the end of and it's a big game, and what's going on, and they can't figure out what's going on. And they had blown a switch or a fuse down in there, and so they were clicking the breaker in the concession stand so that the cheese could stay warm, and it just happened to be the one that controlled those 2 light banks. Needless to say, there was not much joy in that.
As a nacho connoisseur, I could imagine that was very important back then.
4th down, Abear's going to roll again. Oh, that's picked off. Look at Raymond Harris go in there and get that one. Jumped, undercut the ball, Nick.
Yeah, great recovery from him from the being injured a few plays ago. Steps in front of that. Really thought Abear was going to go to the man deeper, but great work there by Harris. So big interception. First interception of the season, if I'm not mistaken, for you Trojans.
It is.
See if this offense, like I said, they went down until they got bogged down inside the 10. So let's see if they can't finish a drive here.
Coming up on the 6-minute hydration break, you've got Ross back in the backfield. He and Vaughn are there.
It's like we have Lonsberry on this side, Doug.
There you go. Toss to the near side, and Ross, see if he can get away from that. Brett does a good, nifty little, I guess, a swipe there at it and cuts back inside. But he had the big number 99 breathing down his neck.
Yeah, that was that's the Aaron Sibley who was chasing him there.
Crowd is starting to thin out a little bit, as you would expect in this one. You got to believe those that are around are the one whose kids don't drive to the games, and they're sticking around to. That was always a rite of passage there, when you'd have to wait for your kids. You'd have to sit around for the lengthy post-game speeches and things like that. The parents with kids that drive would just walk out and wave and smile.
My mom told me the second year I coached, head coach of soccer, of course, I was 20 years old. So, I mean, you're a young coach like that, you want to fix everything after the game.
Everything.
She told me, she said, Nikki, she said, short and sweet on the post game, because if you won, They want to go celebrate with their friends and family.
That's right.
If you lost, they don't want to hear that much. So I was the guy that would do the 10 or 15-minute post game whenever I was younger. Now I matured into that later and focused on, just getting them out of there.
Let me just tell you, not everybody in this press box is in agreement with that, and I'm not talking about myself.
I'm talking about my post game. I'm not talking about anything else.
2nd down and 4 for the Trojans. Play action rolling out. Got a man open. Going to have to escape that one. And, I think he could have dumped that off and got some pretty good yardage there to Letzinger.
Yeah, very possible. One things we talked about yesterday about the defense, we talked about how how it was great because the game was slowing down for them.
Yep.
So they could play fast. I think the game was just a little bit too fast for Vaughn.
I believe, yeah.
So he'll watch film and he'll be like, boy, I could have hit Crenshaw there, and
Nick, 33 in the game now for the Trojans.
33 is Devin Randall.
There you go, Devin Randall.
Wide receiver, sophomore.
He goes out at the wide out to the far side, nearest that 3 that you see, closest to the 30-yard line. Snap is back there. Handoff up the middle, grinding the legs and not wanting to stop. And that's what you get out of him, Nick.
Yep, 4-yard gain there for the first down. Also had 29, Morian Stevenson, sophomore wide receiver, was in the game as well, Doug. Ross is checking out. And let's see, 34 goes in. Who is Corbin Van Dyke?
Corbin Van Dyke.
Wonder if he's related to our onside kick specialist, Cody Van Dyke.
Bodie
Van Dyke, that's right.
Van Dyke.
Excuse me.
Look, my brain's going around. Is it Bodie or Brody? Brody was
Sorry.
good camera last, and Bodie is there. And so, yeah, that's right. Right up the middle, big-time run.
That's a 12-yard gain there for the number 18.
Final 4:15 of this when you see it on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. All of those that watched around the city tonight, we appreciate it. Tune in Wednesday night. We'll have our game ball recipient. Don't forget our Express Pros. You had one job where we recognize an offensive, defensive lineman, tight end, that type of player. But we'll have our game ball this year.
Links on the Bayou drive of the game.
We'll have the links on the Bayou. Look, you saw a couple of spots on them earlier. They have the Match Play City Championship going on, and they'll play a lot of golf over the next few days to get to the Sunday afternoon. That final pairing should go off around 1:30 or 2, depending on how it goes, and we'll cover that for you as well. Got to break that to Mrs. 446 Sports. I don't know if she knows that I'll be out Sunday evening or afternoon, too. Toss comes to the near side. Good-looking run. I'm telling you, you watched some of the Turlings Catholic game, and you said the running backs weren't really big, but they hit the hole really fast. That looks like what we're seeing.
Yeah, and I'm disappointed because he looks like number 18, and I don't have 18's blank on my roster, but I'll try to get that figured out and for him. But he's had 2 really good runs.
Comes over there, and you saw right away Coach Bachman talking to him and just getting an ear with him.
Cooper Robinson in the game now, 82.
Handoff goes to the far side, going to be gathered in there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Trojans did not punt tonight, Nick.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious to see. That's going to be a thing where Eli he has the punting duties. So saw one of the on the road to the Dome in the documentary. Coach Free was, 4 seconds has got to be 2.5.
Yeah, I mean 2.4. Yes. Oh my gosh.
3.3. Getting better. 2.9. Just so.
Yep. And he finally got it.
Just the details that this staff works on.
Well, they exploded for 38 in the first quarter and just cruised in this one, 54-7. Good run up the middle.
Big number 73 Clemens with and Everett with the blocks there downfield to allow him that big 4th down run, and that's Ross.
Trojans with 1:35. Don't think they'll be in much urgency. They're quick to the line of scrimmage, but they're not looking to they want to finish this drive with these young guys. Ball rolls around off to the side and going to be dropped down in the backfield. Have to clean up some of the youth in here, but you know, it's one of those games that you come out here and you get some experience. They'll get on film, and these coaches will be able to see what's going on with them. And we will have number 18's name for you next week on the Thomas Bachman Show Wednesday night at Walk-Ons. Come out there from 7 to 8. 39 seconds should be the final play of the ball game. Snap is back and handoff is going to go up the middle. Good push by that offensive line as well in 23 and 22. The offense that's out there wants to run another play, but Coach Bachman's got the head set off, and he says line it up. Trojans are going to win this one. Big time, never in doubt, 54-7. Trojans will win this one as time continues to wind down. Coach Bachman out to the middle of the field, and that will be your ball game. Trojans win the day. They go to 1-0. And the horns go off. It is week 2 now. Union Parish.
Yep, that fast. Week 1 is gone.
Wow. How about that? It'll be a short turnaround to get ready for next week. But so don't understand the West Fel guys running the the flags in front. But what do you do? You know. That's just okay. Yeah, it's fun, and it's high school experience. Let them go and go get it. That's a long lap, though. They're making that quarter-mile run around the track. Nick, what stood out to you tonight, my friend?
Well, first of all, 30 years ago,
yep,
that would have never happened.
I understand what you're saying.
That would have never happened 30 years ago. Somebody coming into our territory, but no, with the opposing. Just a great first half. You know, like I said, a couple of things that, you know, the one interception Carson had, you know, we did get down inside the 20 and went backwards on with the second team. You know, the big run the second team defense gave up, but I mean, you come out and you put on a show like this, you know, all cylinders, you know, between the passing game, like I said, Sellers ends up with 245 yards passing, you know, 4 touchdowns. Kaysen had 2 receptions, 79 yards out the backfield. Alex, 5 receptions for 129, 3 touchdowns. And then Kaysen had 8 carries for 29 yards. Noble, 8 carries, 87 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, Doug, that's almost 11 yards a carry.
I mean, they did everything that you hope to see out of this. Defense shined in this one. Raymond Harris with that interception, the way he jumped it looked good. Trey Williams jumped a couple of balls. Good run support. The defense, Bayan, Phoenix, if you're not seeing him play, welcome. Hobbs continuing to do what he does. Gaines, Frazier. I mean, you just go on and on. What a great performance.
Doug, this looks new. Looks like they're doing alma mater.
I think it is.
I like that.
Over to the student section.
And I'll tell you why I think that's new is because
normally
it's because I was always trying to get down there.
Right.
And I could have gotten down there this time. But
good luck now. It's kind of costed there. Guys, we will be back on Wednesday night at Walk-Ons for the Thomas Bachman Show. Thursday night, it is the LHSAA game of the week as the Farmers of Union Parish make their way down here. Still got a hankering for some football this weekend. Tune in at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and you'll see the Wildcats of LCU and Langston University do battle over in Oklahoma, and I will bring you that call on the evening if I can find my way to where it's at. That's one thing that we're going to do. But I am going to get my kicks on Route 66 because there's a little bit out of Tulsa where we go.
I like that. Also, reminder that the interview with Coach Bachman will be posted later
tonight.
No post-game show.
That's correct.
Interview, and you've been doing that in baseball if they've watched the baseball coverage, and it's really good because, like you said, he gets to do the stuff with the team and doesn't have me, you know.
And we're not keeping folks on the air while we're playing, you know, just idle chit chat. So that is going to take care of things. Appreciate KP Miles down there at the halftime interview. Matthew Magnano joined us up here. His inaugural trip to the booth, did a great job. Look, that clock starting and stopping in the points. He got indoctrinated pretty quick into that one. Nick Magnano, as always, we begin year 3.
Yes, sir.
Together in this one. It is year 10 covering the Trojans on here. Excited about that. Bachman's 11th year here, and it starts off with a resounding 54-7 victory here in week 1. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for KP and Matthew and Nick. I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.